no one.
Sup?
All
I'm
right.
no one.
Yeah. Everyone here is no one. All right.
Yep.
So, uh, well, hi. Oh, last
Hello.
session. Oh, last session. Oh, last session.
I wish the hound died.
Last session. Last session, we started off in combat, fighting a creature known to you only as the Hound, with normally no eyeball, but at the time it did have an eyeball, a very keen sense of smell, and very large claws, and not something you want to really deal with ever, to be honest. You were defending yourself and the town and that half-dead paladin from this creature, as it pretty much just waltzed in after you told everyone to evacuate, or well, almost everyone. And while some, hid in their houses, others actually went into where you were, leading. Anyways, combat went on. Nakai got insulted from an insult that was not even insulted to him. So he got upset about that. Missed several of his shots.
It still hurts.
Yes, both the golem was killed, and then resummoned, and then
Killed.
killed again.
Resummoned.
Yes, killed, resummoned, killed, and that was it. So that meant that, and all the while it was focusing mainly on the golem, you guys hammered into it with spells and other such effects. And then it got pissed off at Nakai because it was the closest one there.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2 hits, downed him,
Yep.
causing him to have to roll death saving throws, the first of which was a natural 1.
My normal luck.
Yes. Fortunately, before he had to roll again, the hound smelled something on the wind after its eye had been blown out. And by Yuki, who was very pissed, with an Eldritch Blast straight to its eye, natural 20, and fried it, and you asked it, why doesn't it die? And as it breathed in to reply, it smelled something on the wind, and decided to go for that instead. And the only thing it ever said to you was later. And then it dissipated into dust. Without thinking too hard on what had happened, Yuki immediately ran and grabbed Nakai and ran into the temple and asked the absolute imbecile of a cleric to find someone who could heal, and he just did because he can heal. Stabilizing Nakai and preventing his utter death, which he was very close to, uncomfortably close to. And then spending the rest of the day and a good portion of the night, and the next day actually, in a bed in the temple, as everyone was let out and left to, I would say relax for the rest of the day, but no one was relaxing after that. To gather their thoughts and recuperate, I suppose, for the rest of the day, as everyone recovered from either being crammed together, which is so difficult in comparison to being murderously assaulted by a creature likely from the abyss that, was not too happy with you. So after having a little bit of conversation about what the fuck the hound is with Sybaris, from Yuki, let's see here. You went about a little bit of business, but overall relaxed for the rest of the day, healed, repaired, and had a few conversations about finally getting out of town. And then I believe once again you went to bed.
After
Second bed.
Yuki got
So-
mad. Oh wait, no.
Oh, right.
No.
I
That's
think
important.
I
That's
think we
important.
ended. No, we ended at a tavern because Yuki was playing her violin. That's what I remember.
Mhm.
Yes, you
Because-
entered a tavern because, right.
And I was
You
spending and I was spending
Yes,
9 hours
that's
on
where
my
we were coming
yeah.
back to, right.
Yeah.
I forgot something. I forgot
guys.
something. I forgot something.
Yep.
Yuki invited Iris to her home to rest and recuperate. And in the meantime, had a little conversation. Yuki burnt the food, so gave him an apple. Had a little conversation, and Yuki was shown a specific dagger with specific symbols on it that reminded her of something she did not want to be reminded of ever. And not so kindly requested that Iris leave the premises immediately, which Iris did, not really questioning. I went back to, I guess, the tavern to, I believe it was, to fiddle with things and spend the rest of the day, yeah, resting, recuperating. And in order to get her mind off things, Yuki also went to a tavern and began to play the violin to soothe herself.
Burning.
While Nakai prepared a spell into his
Mhm.
into his ritual book, so that he may cast it all the time.
Yes.
So,
Much to the DM's dismay.
yes. So we come back at the end of those. Well, at this point, 9 hours, because you are
Mhm.
also attuning to the thing.
Yes.
To the ring again, right?
Yes.
So, all right. You've attuned, and spent those 8 hours getting those things written. Yeah. Yuki, are you playing your violin throughout that entire 8-hour session, or no?
I will say that she goes for a good hour and a half, and then gets bored. She normally does within this town.
Yeah, fair enough.
And goes over to the bar and where she left her half drunken wine glass. She
wine.
finished a glass of wine. She finishes it. And just walks over and sits next to Nakai and
While he's
just
focusing on this.
kind of just pokes his cheek a little. Trying not to get him out of his concentration, but she's bored.
Just to annoy him.
Yeah, while he's trying to concentrate so hardly on this book, or writing down in his book.
Yes.
Do you need something, Yuki?
No, just bored. I finished playing my music.
Well, I hate to say it, but it's going to be even more boring here. I'm just going over a book, so...
Well, I'm used to that. I lived with you. I grew up with you. Your face was always in a book.
True.
Anyways, I'm gonna go and walk around town. If you hear some commotion, it wasn't me. And she gets up and walks away. Outside.
Sure.
Commotion ensues. All right.
I decide not to know what that means.
So, Iris, I believe you had just come back from buying supplies to build things,
Mm-hmm.
and you are in your room
Yeah.
doing what?
Making blueprints,
Okay.
schematics.
Alright.
For something special.
All right, and I'm assuming you will at some point send me something on that.
Yes.
All
Like
right.
right now.
Oh, well, okay. Oh. All right. Fair enough.
Mhm.
That works. All right. Working on some schematics for that.
Yep.
All right. So that's probably going to take about 8 hours.
Yep.
Or 7.5 at this point, because Nikai is because it's been a half an hour since. Anyways,
Well-
an hour and a half since.
Well, 9 too. So for the ring.
Yeah.
So
Yes. 9 hours. It's been an hour. It's been an hour and a half. So 7.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So yep. All right. So you two are doing that. Yuki, what kind of trouble are you causing?
Yuki's gonna try to just kind of like mix among the crowd a little bit and listen in if there has been any rumors or um about people that like someone like very like real royalty or very important like came in that she can probably steal off of.
Mostly at the moment, it's gossip about the Hound
Okay.
because very few people actually saw it.
Hmm.
And so there's a lot of speculation. I heard that she said that he said that she said that he told to her that they said to him that you know, the
Like-
usual.
The guy could scare a lot of people with that book.
No, God. Some people say it's covered in spikes from head to toe. Others said it had wings, you know. Some say it was just a big wolf. Just, yeah, it's nothing major. Or a big bear, maybe. But oh no, you know the truth.
Yeah. Yuki is kind of gonna turn a corner and do disguise self with mask of many faces into like an old elderly woman,
Oh boy.
human,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like you also can change your clothes. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. So it's just like she has like a little like hood basically over her head and like holding the like the neck like area to it, kind of hunched over and stuff. And she's gonna like pass by some kids. It's just like, you better be good, or the Hound might get you at night.
The kids
Kinda
look
spook-
at each other, and then they run away.
Scaring some kids and just having fun with that.
The best thing to do.
Yes, frighten children to be good.
Don't be like me.
Don't be like
Because
me.
I don't want to compete with thieves.
Yes, I don't
am
want a
the only
competition.
one. I am the only one.
She's gonna stay as an elderly woman, just kind of walking around town. Let's see. What mischiefs
name
can
is
an
not-
elderly woman can get into?
Oh, boy. And get away with.
Yeah. A senile elderly woman.
Oh no.
Hmm. I guess while she's like trying to come up with what she can do, she's like run so many like different pranks within this town. It's like hard to come up with something new, to do within here. She's gonna just kind of keep a lookout to see if there's like anything shady going on within this town. If there's like, I don't know, if the Hound's kind of
Of course
lurking in
there
this downer. Yeah.
But you don't see the Hound anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I
You
guess
don't
if
hear
it gets,
sniffing or just
yeah. I guess if there's, is it getting close to like dusk? Like, yes, dusk is like nighttime. Yes.
it'll be evening soon, yeah. Sundown
Mhm.
soon.
I don't think she has anything she wants to buy. You know what? She's just gonna steal off of someone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's just gonna pickpocket and take as an old lady.
Yeah.
Imagine her finally being caught as this old, like, frail old lady, and they're like, "Hey, wait a minute!" And she just books it. You see this like old woman marathon run away.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, it would.
All right,
Yeah,
so you
she's
want to
gonna-
roll sleight of hand?
Yes, I do with my now +8.
Oh
Oh,
no.
boy.
Natural one, which isn't how you finally got a nat one for stealing.
Well, you like reach your hand out, and it doesn't even get like 5 inches from the guy's pocket when you hear someone shout. They don't shout about you though.
Mhm.
They're just kind of shouting, and it startles you. And the guy,
Yuki's gonna
looks
quickly kind of like
looks around and sees you with your hand out, like,
Yuki's gonna like quickly, since she's an old lady, she's gonna quickly kind of wrap her arm around his arm. It's like, sorry, sir. It's just I need to rest for a bit. I've been walking all day.
Roll deception.
That she can do with a +11.
Yeah.
26.
26. Oh. All right. He seems fine with it.
Yeah. So she's just gonna like
He holds you and
stand
supports
there.
you.
Yeah.
Pats you on the
For
back a little
once,
bit. Yeah.
for once, someone supports Yuki.
If he knew
she-
you were Yuki, he would not be okay with this.
Yeah, I know. He wouldn't. He
That's
would be
why
like,
this guy's self.
yeah,
Or
that's
mask of many faces.
yeah. She's just gonna like rest, quote unquote,
Yes,
for a
for a
bit.
little bit.
And it just like lets go of his arm. Is like, thank you, dearie. I should continue with my shopping. And goes on and walks away.
Looks around, the shops are closed. No. Wait a sec. No. He just, yep, he waves you off.
Hmm.
Bye bye.
He just sighs to herself. It's just like, that was first time I ever failed doing that.
Very close.
Very close for that. Close call. She like looks at like some of the items she has stolen and it's just like, I can't sell this within the town.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Thank you.
Mm. She doesn't. I was gonna say she's gonna go to the church, but nothing I can think of what she would do there. Okay, there is something. She's gonna go to the church. Is the mustache on it or no?
Is the mustache still there? The what pink was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a pink mustache.
The pink mustache is still there, yes.
You're just like, they haven't taken it off. Good.
For you.
I should have painted it blue instead. Oh well. Is there any other like? Oh no.
Nakai feels a disturbance in the force.
Is there any other statues or I don't know, like what are they called? The window frames that have like colors in them.
No. No.
There are other statues, yes. Or smaller.
Let's see. I cast Blight. No.
What?
No. No.
Please do not cast blight on a statue.
I'm joking.
Not just on a statue, on the statue of a god.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you do it to my god, I might be charged with taking you down. So.
Do they have a garden here?
Yes.
Uh,
At the church,
guess-
yes.
Is it big and like luscious and nice looking?
Yes.
Cast blight on the garden.
Oh my god.
It withers and decays at an alarming rate.
God damn it. You are really angry, aren't you?
Yeah, Yuki is really angry, yes.
Very salty.
Very, very angry.
Yuki is an ocean.
Yes. And she's still like a fragile like old lady doing this too.
The old lady walks past, waves her hand at the garden, and it just dies. Like,
She's like waving her hand and stuff as she's like walking past and exiting, and like the plants kind of go into a wave of decay and withering.
no boy.
It's like sensing like her mere presence is what's
Mhm.
causing it to decay rather than casting a spell.
And that's not gonna put a target on your back.
I don't know. I'm just an old lady. They don't know who I am.
Which is precisely the problem.
They're gonna go hunt down an old lady. Bring,
Oh, God.
um,
Bring me her head.
I guess after. Is there any clerics like kind of just like what the heck? Just
Yes, there are.
good. And she's gonna go and leave out of a corner if they're not like trying to chase after her. If they are, she's gonna try to lose them.
Little old lady running through the forest.
And then she's gonna drop the disguise and just head home.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Because I am going to roll perception for them. To see if they would actually, you know what, I'll do it. I'll do 2 rolls. Arcana
Hmm.
and perception to see if they
What do I have to beat for this?
I'll do it a DC. Actually, what's your spell save DC?
Spell save DC? A 15.
15. Okay. They don't have they don't have great stats, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, they're decent.
7?
They have no idea what caused it in the first place. So yeah, that's their arcana. So they don't know what caused it in the first place. So
Yeah.
let's see here. Even if
See
they
if they-
did, they'll let's see if they figure out who to ask. And that is perception, which is that. Well, that's a 20 for perception. Dirty 20, not natural. Well, one of the clerics comes over to you, Yuki.
Yeah.
And asks, do you know anything about plants?
No, I don't, unfortunately. I don't know
Oh.
anything.
I don't know anything. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry.
Why would she be sorry? She would have given say sorry.
I know, but I just the way you said it. He kind of. I'm gonna roll insight.
Have to roll deception?
Yeah.
Okay. $26 again.
Oh God, 16.
Needed
He
10 more.
shrugs. He shrugs and he walks off.
Yuki leaves, and then when she gets like to a corner, drops the disguise and goes home.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you head home. All right. Nikai.
Mhm.
It's by the time you finish, it's about evening.
All right. Would the general store still be open or no?
Probably not.
No? Okay. I'll do it tomorrow.
Probably not.
No big deal. If not, get up, stretch. Been sitting for a long time. Oh.
8 hours.
Oh. If I wanted an office job, I wouldn't be a cleric. Oh. Okay. If it's night, off to bed.
All right. And Iris,
Yes.
how many hours are you spending?
Once I get,
driving?
I'll be spending most of the time, but once, it hits bedtime, I am gonna sleep.
All
'Cause
right.
yeah,
So-
I will
So
have.
about 8 hours.
Hmm.
All right. All right. So you spend about 8 or 9 hours working on that, and then you head to bed. And
Yeah.
Yuki, when you get home, I'm assuming you head to bed.
Duck's gone right now.
Oh, all right. I'm going
Mhm.
to assume that when Yuki goes home, she goes
Mhm.
to bed.
And I need a bed.
All right. Okay then. So in the morning, Nakai,
Yes.
since you're the only one here, you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's generally, I mean, you feel better than the last couple days,
Yeah.
considering yesterday you were achy, and the day before you were nearly dead.
Yes.
So,
All right. Just get up downstairs. I need to head to the general store if it's open.
all right. At this point, yeah, it's open. They open fairly early.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. So what you getting there? Pull up my big book.
It's kind of
Unless there's any-
odd, but I need like notebooks or journals or just
Just basic, plain.
yeah,
writing
empty,
lists.
nothing in them. Just like in a
Alright.
book form, so I can just quickly stuff it in a bag if I need to.
All right. All right. A book that has no writing in it.
Yep.
Probably around, well, with the paper and the binding and the leather and all that stuff. 10 gold pieces.
10. Okay.
Yeah, 10. Because
How
a
many?
book with writing in it is 25. So 15. If
Mhm.
15 of those gold pieces is the actual print on it, then
Mhm.
yeah, that makes sense.
Just a guess, like how many pages in there?
I will say 50.
50.
50.
All right. If they have it, I'll grab 2 of them.
All right. 2 notebooks, 50 pages each.
Yep. Okay. That should be all I need, and I'll head back to the inn. Maybe grab a coffee or something. Just kind of wait out for people to wake up.
All right. Are either of the other 2 back yet?
No.
All right.
Let's
That's some
see.
good coffee.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's so good that it's gonna be our conversation for today. Delicious.
You know what?
So yeah.
I do have one other thing I could do.
All right, you want to do it?
just kind of stare at the ring for a couple minutes. Hmm. And I am picking a table that's kind of like off in a corner so I don't look like a crazy person talking to my finger. So,
You look at it. You look at your ring and you sigh, and you hear, "Yes."
well, I heard you were had a little conversation with my sister.
Yes, I did happen to have that. Yes.
Um, I'm assuming it was about the hound.
Yes. No surprise.
Do you know anything about the marks that it leaves?
Well, it's pretty much the only one that can remove them or place them. It goes
This-
beyond just the mark of the, well, mark.
Hmm.
It's kind of a way to leave a trail for itself,
Hmm.
so that it can smell you easier next time.
Hmm.
And sometimes people get marked randomly. If it's particularly hungry, then people get marked or unmarked randomly.
That's
Kind of got to hope that,
yeah.
Yes. Not the best, but nothing about that thing is.
So, would you know if this is considered like a curse?
I doubt it.
No. Hmm.
It doesn't do anything to you.
Hmm.
It just kind of sits there.
Hmm. All right. Doesn't do anything except leave a trail for this thing to follow.
Well, yes, that of course, but aside from that, to you it doesn't do much. If
Yeah.
anything. It might make you seem more tasty to the hound, but that's not really an effect on you, is it?
Hmm.
It's more of an effect on the hound.
Suppose.
So, no, I don't think you can do the same thing with that as you did with my sister.
Hmm. All right. Well, I did kind of try that with a different person that was in our group, but boy, that hurt. Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it probably will fight you.
Mm.
The mark is likely just as vigorous as the hound itself.
Hmm.
It wants to be removed about as much as the hound wants to remove it.
Interesting. Well,
I speak as if it's alive. It's not. It's just protecting itself, I suppose.
yeah. Hmm. Well, I suppose once I'm powerful enough, I can try a higher restoration spell, see if that'll work, but
Perhaps.
kind of doubt the one I have right now will do anything, so.
We shall see.
Yeah. I don't feel like having a migraine all day, so I'm not going to try that.
Well, yes, not now. But
Yeah.
whenever.
Well, worth a shot. I thought maybe you had more information, but
Not much more.
well. Well, I guess I'll just leave you to your thoughts for now then.
Well, that's nothing new for me.
Well, I mean, Unless you have something you want to talk about.
Not particularly. No.
No? Okay.
Nothing that you could. Well, if I had questions, I would much rather wait and have them answered than, you know.
Hmm.
I have a
Alright.
feeling that my questions, the little that I have, will be answered in due time.
Yeah. I'm just afraid the questions I have I won't get answers soon enough, but
Well, I suppose that would be a problem for someone who is not deathless. Oh, well, maybe not deathless, but ageless.
ageless with different types of death, I guess.
Ageless and, well, I can die, obviously. Otherwise, I would not be here in this ring, but
Yeah.
either way.
Alright. And I'll just wait for people to wake up. Keep my coffee.
Oh, boy. Yuki. Yuki?
Yes.
Okay, there we
Yes.
are. Sorry. Discord cut out. All right.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yay.
Just gonna get ready and all. And before kind of like when getting ready and like sitting down and like putting on like lipstick or whatever, she takes out the ruby necklace she stole in the path and kind of looks at it. Hopefully we leave this town soon, and she puts it away. Um, and then she gets up and goes to the tavern where Nikai and them are.
All right. And Iris,
Hmm.
you wake up. Do you resume business on what you were doing, or do you go down?
Do we have anything important to do today?
Not you've been told, but you know, you haven't
I
been told much.
shall work.
All right.
I won't work for the full day. I'll probably work only like 4 hours.
All right. All right. All right. You work for 4 hours or so. Or you start work and continue onwards for that time. Nikai, you're just kind of waiting in the tavern for everybody to show up, and Yuki walks in the door.
Walks over.
And Yuki, you immediately know where your brother is because
Yeah.
you know.
Walks over to him.
Lives in corners.
Yes.
Walks over to him. This is like, why do you seem like a very shady person just off in the corner?
Well, it would either look like a shady person or look like an insane person talking to a ring.
Why not both? She sits down, pulling out the chair. So, do you plan to leave town or anything? Do we have a direction we want to go?
Honestly, not really.
I mean, we can't stay in town forever, Nakai.
Yeah. Would honestly like to find out, about whatever was controlling her. And I'm just looking up.
I know what you mean, Nakai. Can you ask your friend within the ring what would happen if she was whole again?
I just look down.
Well, Not great stuff for us, I guarantee you that. You guys being, well, tiefling-blooded, might get a share of the world, but she doesn't like everything that's not hers. And if you want to see what's things that have been born of her mind, look at lower planes, things that dwell in them, and other not so savory things.
Kind of like the thing that just almost killed me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yes.
Although that thing's from some, well, I don't know, really, but I think that's just after the results of leaving things for such a long time.
Well, yeah.
Because much of, even of those things, very little remains after so much time of the original designs. The ones that stayed best were likely the lords of such places.
Hmm.
Oh, and dragons.
Naturally.
Yes. At least the chromatic ones.
Okay.
So, what did he say?
Bad things would happen.
Ah,
Basically anybody that's not hers will not be here anymore.
oh. Yeah, that's not typically good.
And I'm assuming it would be a very, very unpleasant end.
Yes, quite. In the book that Yuki read, she knows about these things called pillars and to put like a crystal
Yes.
within. Okay.
Yes. The pillars and the gemstones and all that stuff.
Nakai has told her that they encountered a pillar and
Yes.
they didn't have will to put the crystal in the pillar.
They didn't have the will to avoid it, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't have their own will to
Yeah.
do
Yes.
anything about it.
And they were taken over by this.
Ask him if there is a way to avoid the crystals that need to be put into the pillars. There's a way to
Sorry.
get rid of them or destroy them or hide them away. Because pillars, anyone can find a pillar.
Well,
hmm.
they're already hidden, to be honest. That's why they're not all in the pillars yet. Destroying them is out of the question. Avoiding them at this point might also be out of the question. Keeping them hidden is honestly the best bet we have, and well, there are many creatures, large and small, of varying different strengths that all would like to have their hands on these crystals.
Hmm.
I'm just assuming that Nakai is referring this information to Yuki
Mhm.
rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than translating.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
What about having something that could be put over the top of the pillars so nothing can be put on them?
Well,
Like physically
Destroying
prevent.
them?
No, like just physically preventing the crystal from actually being placed up there.
well, maybe, but the pillars are designed to be untamperable.
Well,
You can't really fuse anything to them. You can't really cover them in anything. And I don't know if you've noticed, but if you cover them with dirt or rocks or anything, they kind of, over time, poke their way out. And it's not, well, that's not really an option either.
I have noticed that.
Yeah.
I've actually seen quite a few of those pillars on my way here, so yeah.
How many?
Oh, what was it? 3? 4?
Not 4.
3?
I believe it was 2 or 3.
3? Okay.
2 or 3, somewhere in there. Because there was the one that you put the thing into.
Yeah, the one on the first town.
And then
Then
there was the one on the way to the next one.
I
But
think only 2.
but there was also that giant
Yuki.
equipment thing like in the middle of the first town too. So the thing that Echo broke that end off of pulling it out of the ground.
That thing. Yes.
There was also that. I don't know if it's
That
connected
was
or
the
not,
mini one,
but
though.
yeah.
That
And-
was not really one of the
No.
one of the
Okay.
plays.
Yuki knows where another one is.
Yes, Yuki knows where another one is.
Mm.
But I don't think anyone else does.
Mm.
Um,
Well, we would have to do something because in the book she knows that there's like followers of Kyber.
yes. Yes.
Because there most definitely are followers of Kyber.
Yes. That's
Because she like
quite
stops
clear.
herself, like remembers, like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be saying this out loud.
Just the slow head turn with Nakai, like what?
She just goes quiet for a second and she's like, her. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Anyways, they're all followers
can-
of her.
You can refer to her as the Dragon Blue.
Yes, the dragon below. But she does have followers, and I'm pretty sure that she has communicated some way of telling them to find these pillars for her to make her whole again.
Well, I must explain something. I don't mean to frighten you, but there's only one gemstone that has been placed. I believe you know which one that is.
Yes, yes.
And you said that it was a cat's eye gemstone, yes?
Yes.
Well, I do believe that that is the one that releases her conscious mind.
Okay.
Meaning that everything that you have seen, every manifestation, that is just her mind. I would
Yeah.
not like to I would not like to reassemble the rest of her.
Okay.
One of the gemstones brings back her physical body.
That
One of them ties the two together. One of them seals it. And the final one. Well, let's just put it this way. You glue two things together, and then you tape them together, and then, because you want to be absolutely certain that it never happens again, you put it all locked away in a metal box.
Okay.
It's the final. Well, it's the last thing that must be done. If we can prevent that from happening, then, well, it's not that she won't be whole, but she'll at least not be invulnerable.
Hmm.
And I have a feeling you would not particularly appreciate having her entire power back to her.
No, 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 no. I don't think you
Because
would
that is-
either.
No, you are correct. That is yes. There are several minor ones that, well, they give portions of her strength, of her power. Those
Hmm.
may be unlocked, so to speak, at almost any point, as long as the final sealing has not been done.
Hmm. Um.
Well, I have an idea, but it's a long shot of because these crystals are bound to be found eventually by her followers.
That is, in fact, their purpose. So yes. But we happen to have a lot of long shots these days.
Okay. You mentioned the crystals.
Yes.
Do any of them happen to be green?
Yes.
Which one? What does that do for her?
That is the final one.
Well, that explains that warning.
What about being able to store these crystals into a lead box? Because most lead boxes are guaranteed to block magical capabilities.
Can you trap a god in a lead box?
You can certainly try.
Be my guest.
No, I won't. You first.
I'll be a
That is-
continent away when you try it, but be my guest.
Well, when you're dealing with things of this power, if the containment is not properly and perfectly designed, it will simply destroy the containment that it is put into. It's not really something that can be contained outside of what it already is held in. And trust me, it is quite well contained.
Hmm.
At least I would hope so, considering the stakes.
Hmm.
I know where at least one of them is. But that one has more influence over. Well, I'm going to be honest. Simple minds such as you. I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean you're not divine. So, yes. Either way. And that is that's the last one. The green gemstone. Even if I somehow manage to undie after this time, it would have influence likely over me as well. My strength is not as it used to be, having died twice now. So, and having had it sit around for millennia. So, yes.
So what I am hearing is we are basically just sitting ducks.
Yes, you're correct.
I'm gonna go get a
And-
drink, Nakai. And she gets up.
Well,
Hmm.
can't be sitting ducks when you're moving, so maybe yeah.
Hmm.
Well, here's the thing. You would not be alone. You would have help. I believe Nakai,
Yes.
you were told about a specific feature, so to speak.
Feature.
Of Kyber. The Watchers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Well, the first Watcher is represented by the color green, more often than not.
Hmm.
A green eye, a green gemstone. But he was not happy with his fate.
I mean, no
Not
offense.
many.
No offense. I'm not that
Yes.
happy either, but
Yes, I know. And that is a sentiment shared by most of the Watchers.
yeah. Quite honestly, if she would have given me just a couple nights sleep, that would have been fine. I would have been fine with it, but
No. No, she doesn't let you do that.
I
And
know.
don't worry, it's not just you that she keeps up at night.
Yeah.
It's a pain for more than just mortals. Either way, I think that we might have at least some assistance from them. If not all of them, then at least some of them.
Hmm.
Although
Okay.
I don't know what that would entirely entail.
Hmm.
Considering, everything that's come to pass recently, that they likely wouldn't even understand. It's been so many years.
Yeah. Now, I feel like this is a good thing to know,
Yes.
but and I'm sorry if I offend you by this, but
I'm dead. I can't be offended by much.
say you do get your either all of your power or part of it or whatever. Who would be more powerful?
Well,
Basically, who would
quite
win?
frankly, the only one that, sorry, the only reason why she beat me, first time at least, was trickery.
Why am I not surprised?
Yes, that is the way that she happens to run. If I had assistance, perhaps by the other gods, or just, well, literally anyone, and I at least knew of her tricks before she placed them,
Hmm.
or at least before they went off, then I could very easily overpower her. But that's kind of a long shot now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Having died twice, I
Well,
think that most of that is scattered through the cosmos. And I do believe that you don't want my entire power left, leaving the world and coming back to me, as that would likely rob you of most of your magical capabilities.
well, if it's either no magic or death.
Yes, I do suppose so. And I do suppose also that a good portion of that is my late sister Eberron's. So,
We might lose something, maybe not everything.
yes.
So,
And if I properly imprisoned Kyber, then, just did away with her entirely, then, well, perhaps that would be easier. And after that, I would be willing to restore much of the magic that left the world when I took it.
Well, honestly, that seems like more of a plan than we've ever had before, so...
Yes. At least you won't be completely lost with magic, because those ley lines, and things in the earth that
hmm
kind of course and sputter periodically with magic, those are essentially the veins of Eberron.
Oh. Hmm.
That is her lifeblood, and you just tap into it every time you call upon a spell.
Hmm.
But that's tapping into it, well, without directly, literally tapping into it.
Yeah.
Well, you need a little bit of assistance, and I believe that is where usually I come in.
Mm.
Oh, well, my fragments.
Yes. Hmm.
At this point, he's probably back. Probably back with more wine.
Oh no, she got ale this time.
Oh,
She needs
ale
something
this time. Okay.
She needs something harder.
Okay.
And she sits down and Kai, you see that she's not in a good mood hearing that we're just sitting ducks.
I just look at Yuki. You'd be fine with no magic, right?
Excuse me? No. This is not some joke.
Okay. Let me rephrase.
No magic.
Let me rephrase.
Oh.
Come on, it was a little funny.
Okay, yes, it was.
Okay, there we go. See.
She looks very just hearing you say that.
Okay.
Fire in her eyes.
Okay. Listen. It's not no magic, it's reduced.
For a while.
Not permanent, just for a little bit. And I basically it's give Cerberus here back some of his power and takes care of his sister. Which will also
Start drinking the ale.
which will also zap some of the power from the mortal plane.
She's just gonna start chugging the ale.
It's the only plan we have. It's the only plan we've ever had.
Well, it's not even really a plan, because we don't know how to get it back in the first place.
True. At least we have a direction this way.
I'm sure I have parts somewhere. A limb here, a tail of air. Maybe bits of brain.
Rolled an 18 on her con save. She puts it down, and you can see that it's completely empty.
I just
A little bit from the side of your mouth.
I just put up a hand towards the bartender. Bring another one. Come on, bring another one.
Yes, please, maybe 2.
This is a last case scenario, so it's not.
Don't you have another person?
Yes.
Might we want to converse with them?
Let me have a few drinks first.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I personally don't want to see her right now.
That sounds like a you problem.
I am no.
Because the
Yuki
ring
would
get ripped off.
Yuki would
Yeah.
probably blast the ring off my finger.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like a you problem.
You just see
No,
her
no,
hand
no.
glowing.
Yeah. Just the and then he pauses for a second. It was probably best that I not said that, huh?
I just look at the ring like, really?
You're lucky
Really?
I'm the only one that can hear you.
Yeah.
I
He's gonna-
Well, at least I can't die by her hand.
Yeah,
Although
when
she
the
would damn well try.
Yes, she would.
I don't know how much more
I'm-
dead I can be.
very with Yuki's hands now.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, we'll
yeah.
see.
We'll see. I'm assuming the
Yes,
ale
we
got
would
brought
see.
over.
Yes. Two more
Yeah.
full pints
Yeah.
of ale.
She's going to chug the new one, and with the other one, she's gonna just like sip it and stuff.
All right.
Honestly, depending if she gets like drunk or not.
Well, we'll see.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Next con, let's see here.
15.
15. Well, you're not drunk. You were buzzed, but you're not drunk. It'll be a little bit easier
Just
to
gonna
deal with things.
Yeah, she's just gonna sip the other one a little bit and.
All right.
Kai, do you want to come and go and bring her down?
Before
Or do you
we
want me to?
before we do that, I do have one other idea that might help. And
And that
this kind of is even more of a long shot than the last one I told you, but so would my deity be able to help in any way?
Against the gods that
Even
created her.
even help like find your scattered pieces?
Well, here's the thing. The gods are most of my scattered pieces.
Okay.
So,
So that's
Basically-
why that happened. Okay. Okay.
what do you mean?
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, either way. Yes, when I was first killed, I was split up, so to speak. And my parts, pieces, all that, mostly of my magnanimous brain, fell down to the, well, material plane originally, and manifested themselves as their own beings of power.
Okay.
If I were to claim all of that, then there would be no more gods. It would just be me.
Ah.
And I don't think that I could undo that, so to speak. So we would just be relying on the power that is not contained in the gods.
Okay. So if they're all basically parts of you,
Well, not all of them. Some of them are fragments of Kaiba's mind that will also get devoured by her once she reforms.
oh boy.
She reforms. Mostly things like, well, the 9. The less, less savory.
Oh boy.
The ones you probably don't want to have tea with.
Yes. Including the one that starts with a T.
Yes. That one is more direct.
So what would happen if the deities that came from you willingly gave a portion of the power back?
Well, that would certainly help. Quite a bit, I would imagine.
I'm not saying completely take everything, but enough to jumpstart things?
Yes. And perhaps a jumpstart would act like a magnet for the rest. The
Possible.
biggest problem, that means we would have to gain a more direct audience with such a deity.
Very true. Getting more like Iris every day. Hmm. Well, yeah, I.
Once again, like you said, long shot. But still possible. I suppose.
Yes. Well, at least we've got a few ideas now. So.
Yes. And hopefully a few more if you get your training.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Alright. I guess I'll just let Yuki get drunk and I'll go upstairs to get Iris.
Oh boy. All right. Iris. It's been probably, I don't know, 3 hours maybe. And you hear a knock at the door.
You said 3 hours or?
About 3 hours, yeah.
Go. Open the door. Just kind of looks a little annoyed.
When do you not look annoyed?
It's Nikai.
Well, me, Yuki, and Cerberus here. We're downstairs. If you want to come down, we'll try and figure out what our next move is.
Oh. I guess. Guess I can hold off my drawing.
Okay. Alright. I guess I'll see you down there then. Turn around, start going back down.
All right.
When you go over to the table, you see that there's like a fruit bowl that Yuki has ordered for herself and eating from that.
The bill goes up and up and up.
Nikai, you're paying now.
Well, I am the one with the diamonds, so.
You
That's
owe me for that spell slot.
Oh, if this is all it takes, fine.
Oh, don't worry. I think there's going to be more spell slots that you're going to use up on me. She eats a grape.
Oh, that's right, Yuki. I forgot. You're a hungry drunk.
Yes, I'm starving. What's new?
Well, not to make your mood worse, but Iris is coming down, so.
Oh boy.
I'm taking a seat on the opposite side of Yuki. Like, opposite side of the table.
Oh, way across.
Hold on. Can I get a glass of water, please? And if when they bring it over, she's going to put it in front of Nikai. If you see me casting a spell or getting angry, you have permission to throw that at me.
Just chuck the whole glass.
Just the water.
Give me one second here. I take out that book that I got. I scribble down what you just said. Here, sign this for me.
Yuki Truth, give permission to my twin brother, Nikai Truth, the right to, in case of lists off.
Yes.
casting spell or cantrip, or
Yes.
shows signs of anger.
Yes.
To throw a glass full of water at me, Yuki Truth.
Yes.
She sees this and looks down and looks at Nakai and is like, unless you're some kind of overpowered god or patron or anything,
I-
and giving me magic, I'm not signing this.
I just want proof that you actually told me I could do this. That's it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it.
Have it your way, I'm not signing anything.
Oh boy.
Oh god. So,
I just-
Iris, you're coming down.
I grabbed that glass of water and put it on the spot next to me on the table. Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
And-
more importantly, I'm making sure I have the schematics on me.
On you? Okay.
Yeah, like all the metal and stuff can stay in my room. I just want the schematics on me.
Yeah. All right. So you take your drawings with you and your drawings, schematics, blueprints, all that. And yeah, so you head down. So, yeah. Iris, you approach the table. There's a
Yep.
glass of water next to Nakai,
And
who's
two-
sitting
and
directly
three-
across from Yuki, and there are 3 mugs, pint mugs of, well,
two
some
empty
alcohol.
and one getting there.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
and a bowl of fruit.
Yes, and a bowl of fruit. That.
In front of you.
Probably about half gone too.
Yes,
Fun.
probably.
Yes. Yuki's not looking towards Iris as she comes over and sits down.
What is it that you need?
Well, since we all have these marks on us, it might not be such a good idea to stay in a populated town.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there's the looming threat of the dragon deity coming back to this plane and all that. Just being a bad time.
hmm
So, um, so I'm thinking we should probably get out of town as relatively quick as possible.
Okay. Is that it or?
Well, the other thing is where?
Oh.
Mm,
Well, there is another continent.
well, there is that.
But that would take a boat ride, and
Yeah, we kind of used that up, and I don't know. Well, we got money now, so. Boat ride.
you've not done well with those, huh?
Oh, yeah, you weren't with us. One of your sister's friends took down a true dragon that was hovering
Well,
above our
that's not
ship.
That's not a surprise. To be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't notice until it was too late, until you said her name. So,
Well,
yeah.
dumb dragon.
Yeah. I mean, for being a floating jellyfish, why not?
One of those things.
Yes. Yes. So, oh no.
That was just Constitution. Don't worry.
I worry when I see a D20. I'm thinking it's an attack roll.
Get the water, get the water, get the water.
Yeah, it's just Constitution. She. I guess she's just still buzzed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than before.
All right. Well, Cerberus here has a suggestion. How about we go to other continent?
Hmm. I wouldn't mind. Um, how quickly would we be going though? Like immediately?
Do you need time?
I was just gonna keep designing a little bit, but I don't really mind. I can design on the way over there.
I mean, we could leave as soon as we find a ship that's wanting to take us, and
I can probably find a ship. About it.
oh, you're not slurring as much as I thought you'd be after this.
I probably slept with a sailor or something that can get us passage.
God.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's handy.
God.
Yeah.
You kind of see Yuki glare more and crush a grape between her fingers.
At Nakai or at Iris?
No, she's staring off by herself.
Oh,
It
okay.
seems like she's thinking.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
I wouldn't mind endangering the town our parents are in.
What has my temple ever done to you? Besides make you clean up some stuff. Then you even pawn that off on me. Well, I suppose I'll just go around town today, see if there's anything extra we need, and take a quick stop at my temple, see if they need help with anything, and then we'll take off.
Take a quick stop at your temple, see all the garden is dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm. So,
I can see if I can talk to someone on the docks about getting us a passage on the ships.
all right.
Well, this is not a seaside town.
I thought
thought-
It's close. It's close to a beach, but it is not a seaside town.
Ah.
Uh,
So we'll have to do some traveling no matter what.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I thought it was because Sharkmen are water genasi in this town, so I thought there was a dock.
Well, no, but the water
No.
genasi. There is water genasi here, but once again, probably here for refuge, just like just about everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, I'll just take a quick run around town, see if there's anything we need, and then we can head out.
All right.
All right. I am going to just head out to my temple first.
Yuki's gonna look at Iris.
Hmm.
Iris.
Hmm? Yeah.
Where did you get that dagger from?
It's kind of a hard question because I was just given it before I left.
Who gave it to you?
Hmm. I suppose the doctor?
Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what those symbols mean?
Uh, no, kinda. Think no.
Well, I should walk around town. And she gets up
Okay.
and leaves.
Hmm. Hmm.
She's just gonna go outside and go to a kind of private alleyway and just sit and slump onto the side of the building and just to herself.
All right. Nakai, you're heading to the temple,
Yep.
and Iris,
Mm-hmm.
you're currently alone at the table.
Fuck.
Where are you? Where are you going?
Hmm.
What you doing?
I need to find out how to make pressure.
Pressure.
We've got a lot of pressure already. We don't need more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tension, I think, is the better word, Tony.
Time to go to the blacksmith.
The blacksmith.
The blacksmith.
All right. All right. I knew head to the blacksmith. Here. We left off at Nakai heading off to
Church.
yes.
Mhm.
Nakai heading off to temple. Yuki just kind
In
of
an alleyway.
yes, in an alleyway being angry.
Yes. And crying.
And crying, yes. Angry cry.
Yes.
And Iris was going to
Blacksmith.
yes, Iris was going to the blacksmith, yes. Where's the blacksmith? So we'll start with Iris. So
I would hope you didn't want to go to Yuki first.
Yuki needs some time. Give her a second.
I figure that Yuki and Nakai will need a lot more time
Mm-hmm.
than going to the blacksmith asking about pressure tanks, that kind of thing. Getting the resources for that. Of course, you already have quite a bit of metal. Anyways, yes. Either way, you head to the blacksmith. So you walk in. I mean, it's blacksmith, normal, every day.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I guess 2 questions. Could I maybe look at your forge? I need to take notes. I'm looking to build up pressure.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, what kind of pressure?
Well, I mean,
Liquid or gas?
gas would be preferable, I suppose.
Yes. Well, yes. I suppose that would be true. Well, first of all, you have to get the gas. You would need a valve of sorts that only lets stuff in and crams it in,
But
Uh,
doesn't let it
but doesn't let it out. Yes.
Mhm.
There are valves of that type. We do have some of those if you need them.
out. Oh, yeah, I'll
Um,
gladly buy them.
They are rather expensive as they are difficult to make.
That's
But
fine.
and with liquid pressure, well, it's a lot easier to be honest. You would just need something to push and pull. Say, like a piston. You have a piston that is on the outside of a small chamber, and the chamber is filled with a certain amount of liquid. And then on the other side, you have a second piston. When you pull this side of the piston, the other piston also pulls because pressure is increased until it is, well, equalized or, the usual. Liquid pressure is better at pulling, and gas pressure is better at pushing.
Yeah, I need pushing.
Then yes, gas pressure.
Mhm.
Do you need those valves?
Yes, I do.
All right, that will be, yes, rather expensive. They are not the easiest thing to make.
Yeah, I bet.
With a lot of small parts. I would also not suggest testing them with, well, don't freeze them while they have liquid or gas in them, rather. They're heat treated, but not particularly good at cold.
Mhm.
So maybe don't do that. Um, what do you need them for, by the way?
I'm designing a golem.
Well, fair enough. Each to their own, I suppose. Well, let's see here.
Mhm.
Now, each valve, probably about 25 gold pieces apiece.
And I'll take 4.
All right. Well, that's 100 gold pieces then.
Mhm. I shall give him 100.
All right. And he goes back to storage and pulls out, 4 of the valves.
Mhm.
Gives them to you. Well, if you know how to use them, then they'll last you, well, just about as long as you need them, I suppose. Although we do use, well, larger versions of these here at the forge to help at least somewhat build up pressure. And they have to be replaced every couple of years. Just keep an eye on it.
Mhm. I'll hopefully be able to get more parts for it,
Yes.
Mhm.
Other forges don't always work on the same things we do. This. Have you been to the other side? The other continent, I mean.
My continent?
Your
Which one?
well, not this one, but the other major one.
Hmm.
Pretty much the only two that care about
I,
each other.
I think so, right? Is that where we came from?
Would you, well, you're still on the. Technically, you're still on the same continent. That you
Okay,
started at.
then no. Probably. I don't think so.
Well, they're more concerned with machinery over there
Mm.
than they are here. They, if you have the money to get over there, which is more expensive than even this, then they can likely teach you quite a bit about those things.
Mhm.
I have been every once in a while, but they don't happen to like tieflings, so at least most of them don't. There are a few that tolerate them, but overall, it's
Mhm.
not the best. Either way, some are willing to teach me, so they hopefully will be willing to teach you. You're not a tiefling, I don't think. So,
I don't think so either.
yes. So, they should have no issues teaching you.
Mhm. Oh, do you have? Oh, that's kind of an odd question. Smithing tools.
Yes, we do.
Okay, cool. 20 gold pieces.
Yep. 20 more.
Okay, cool. Oh boy.
Expenses.
Yep. I think
Oh.
now I have like all the tools I would technically need. Yeah, tinkers.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Smiths. All right. Mhm. I guess that'll be it. Um, I don't
Alright.
know if I'll be back because I think I am actually going to that said continent.
Oh. Well, if you are back, then tell me how it was, and Spill a few secrets, would you?
Oh, for sure. Maybe I mean I can even mail you it if that's the thing.
Well, I don't think they like to send much mail from there to here. So
I'll just tell Nakai to do a message or something. If not, I'm
Alright.
gonna force him. Use your little stupid spell slot.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The spell slots grow back.
The spell
Oh,
slots
God.
grow back.
Do not
Oh
worry.
boy.
The spell slots grow back. No, they don't.
No, they don't. Sybaris in the background. No, they don't. That would be hilarious.
Note to self: use all higher spell slots before talking to Iris.
I'm gonna force feed you my spell slot.
I will use. Yeah. Double price. No. Oh, you're with Nakai and his sister. Double price. No. No, no.
I don't
Um,
even like them.
I know.
First of all, I don't have
Otherwise,
horns. I'm not
otherwise,
red. I don't have a tail, I think.
I don't.
Or-
I doubt.
Yeah, I doubt that too. But yeah, I'll be sure to tell him to message you, or if I do come back, I'll spill the secrets that I learned.
All right.
Mhm.
Appreciated.
Mhm. Gotta help everybody out, I suppose.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, in that case, I suppose I'll see you possibly later.
Hopefully. Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Blacksmith. And I'll trot out with this expensive ass fucking valves.
Yes. Very expensive valves.
At least they'll last the heat.
Yes, they will. Absolutely.
Time to head on back to my complex of state.
Your complex of stay.
Yep. And like I'm gonna sort through my stuff basically. Like, okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Maybe I'll buy Mithril someday.
The valves are brass.
Okay, this is good. They might not be copper, but this is okay.
Well, you don't really want.
I would more want copper for the tank, wouldn't I?
No, because if a wire got through,
Oh yeah, true. Dead.
then yeah, of course that would happen with brass too. But
Mhm.
yeah, you just don't want that.
Yeah.
Either way, copper is not the best. Also because it does it will corrode.
That's true.
Um,
Turned green.
brass will not corrode as much. It will still corrode, but not as much.
Mhm.
So, anyways, yes. So, all right. So after blacksmith, you're heading back to your room.
The room. Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
sort up my stuff. Like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to use my box anymore because I'm gonna
Alright.
just put that yeah, but put all my metal and stuff in there.
Yeah.
I use the sheets and stuff to like organize it.
Yeah.
Like
My dog is getting very excited for the walk. Yes. She's a crazy beast. You know those pictures of dogs that like are grabbing at treats that are thrown to them,
Mm-hmm.
where they get the big eyes
Mm-hmm.
and just a crazy face. That is her face constantly.
Oh boy.
It is hilarious. She's constantly like, like if there was If there was ever a need to prove that dogs have ADHD, it is this dog. This dog is proof. So
Just spent over 300 gold pieces in like 2 days. It's what
Yeah.
they call high society.
high society. Yeah.
I spent almost as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my stuff is cooler.
Alright. So, all right. So you head back and begin organizing the stuff in the box. All right, Nakai,
Yes.
you head to your temple.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Once you get there, what are you doing?
Probably looking for my friend there.
All right. He's easy enough to find, considering, you know.
Yes.
So, yeah, you find him.
Did we ever tell him about the marks or no?
I don't think so.
No, I
No,
didn't
you
think so.
didn't.
Didn't think so. Well, oh boy, what a couple of days.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, these last few days have been quite difficult for all of us.
Yeah. How is that captain doing?
Well, he's recovering.
Um. Come over here a minute, and I'm gonna walk like to a corner or something, kind of like out of the way.
All right.
I need to show you something.
Oh, boy.
Turn around, pull my hair back.
He looks and sees the mark.
I think there's one on him too.
We can check him out. Why?
Basically, it's a beacon to that thing that almost killed me.
Truly.
Yeah. Even less fun. It translates to death. Yeah.
Man.
I figure at least a warning was appropriate.
Yes. Yes, there was. Although, never mind. Never mind. We have enough on our plates as it is.
Sounds like you have something else.
Well, yes, I have several things.
More something you wanted to bring to my attention.
I feel like I should tell you. I don't know if you want to tell your sister and your friend, but he has come down with something. The captain, I mean.
All right.
I wouldn't. I don't want to push it too far past just it might be an infection.
Well,
But I don't know. His wounds were not treated as immediately as yours.
Hmm.
He ran miles straight with no treatment.
Yeah.
So, whereas you were healed immediately. But his flesh is rotting. The wounds, around the wounds that he had.
Okay. Hmm.
Except instead of normal something like gangrene or something that normally would cause such a thing, rotting of the flesh before death, it's not just rotting. It's dripping.
Oh, crap.
We can't tell what it is, but it smells awful.
Um,
We're treating it as, well, as though it was the blood of a demon. Or more accurately, the blood of a demon lord.
would you mind if I took a look at him?
I wouldn't, but I don't know if his doctors would.
At the very least, I can see if it's a disease or a poison.
Well, I mean,
It might give you a course of action to go with.
we've already determined that it is likely a disease and not a poison.
Hmm.
All known detoxifiers of the blood are usually used for just about any poison from, well, things that break down compounds such as cyanide to things less complex. Your average assassin's poison to something that,
Mm-hmm.
only the assassin of someone like a king would use, or an emperor, even. None of those worked. We've been treating his symptoms as they come up with whatever we can, but. And something else that seems odd. It's not spreading. Not just to other people, but to other parts of him. Slashes on his arms don't spread past to his shoulders or back. And for the most part, we at least know that his vital organs are not immediately under threat.
Hmm.
And we have discerned with more magical means that it is likely not a poison, at least not one that we have knowledge of. If it's a disease, then it's not contagious. Or at least not easily contagious. If it's a poison or venom, we at least know that only that thing can spread it. Unfortunately, we don't have the bodies of the other paladins to autopsy.
How far along is the, lack of a better term, transformation?
The rotting?
Rotting? Yeah.
It's as if the flesh had been on a dead corpse for months. At least a month. Bone is beginning to show, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down or stopping.
I have a bad feeling about this. What has anybody tried to see if he's I really don't want it to be, but turning undead?
Yes, we thought of that. At this point, I don't think there's any way to know.
Well,
We've tried.
there's one way to know.
Well, how's that?
Well, it might make it worse, but we would know this way. I could try and use turn undead.
Well,
The only downside is if he's weak enough, he'd be destroyed.
I don't think I want to risk that. We've already lost a entire squadron of very good paladins.
Yes.
I do not want to lose their leader from a simple test.
Alright.
If it
Ja-
is some undead, then it is at least not magical.
Well, just keep
Detect magic brought up nothing.
well, just keep an eye on if people start to get more tired than normal.
Yes, I know the symptoms.
Oh boy.
I will keep an eye on that. If I am able.
Might want to have those doctors take a look at the back of his neck too.
Yes, I will.
Word of warning. Don't try and remove it. I tried that. It hurt a lot.
Well, all right. I suppose that is at least one thing that we won't do.
Yeah, well. Oh boy. Well, one good thing, at least for the town, I hope, is. Well, me, Yuki, and Iris are going to be taking a little trip.
Well, if that makes 4 marked down to 1, then yes.
Well, I was thinking that and Yuki's pranks, but
Oh, well. Those are annoyances compared to
yes.
this. They can wait.
Speaking
Have
of
you seen the gardens lately, by the way?
no, why?
Someone withered them. There are a couple people that I know of that would like to do that, but one of them I have not seen around in a couple days. The other one I know is at least still in town.
Yep.
There are others that might be suspect, but
I think we both know who did it.
yes. Yes, I think we do. Fortunately, we at least have some people that know how to make plants grow.
I have to ask, how long did it take to grow that garden?
A very long time.
I had a feeling.
That garden has been maintained since this temple was erected.
Of course.
So, older than both you and I. I believe there is an elf or two here that remembers when it was first constructed. But even they are getting on in age. Fortunately, most of the plants are, well, recoverable. But not all of them.
Yeah. Well,
And unfortunately, we were not able to get to those more rare plants before they were withered.
of course not.
Have you heard of king's foil?
Loosely.
I believe it is also known as Athelis. It is one of the most powerful cures, I suppose, for just about anything. From poison to the most deadly snake venom. To
Oh.
even something as simple as a minor wound infection.
That could have come in handy.
Yes, it could have. We didn't think to try it until, well, it was too late. The plants were withered by the time we got out there, and I am infuriated.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I do not directly suspect your sister,
I do.
although I don't quite put it past her. I would not.
Well,
Either way, whatever she did was not intentional, if it was her. And the other suspects, there is only one that would likely have done that, to be
well,
honest.
Yuki was drunk this morning, so
It wasn't this morning. Was it this morning?
No,
Hey.
it was yesterday.
was
It
it?
was yesterday. Okay,
evening.
I was trying to remember. It was
Okay.
yesterday evening, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was yesterday evening. If your sister has an alibi, then I'll take it. I don't care at this point. What's done is done. But if I do eventually find out that it was her, or honestly, whoever did it, if we try Athelis, if we find some somewhere, by some grace of
Aldrey.
grace of the gods, yes. Then any of them, not just Baldry.
Yes.
Then, and we try it, and it works. Well, whoever will be tried for it will likely be tried for attempted murder.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Whether it was intentional or not.
Well, do you have any idea where this stuff would grow naturally, or if it can be bought in a larger town, or
Well, it's certainly doesn't like to grow here. It prefers fields. It's difficult to find as it looks very similar to mustard. Although it's shorter and the yellow buds are closer to green than yellow. making them even harder to spot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Rather than being the typical mustard yellow, it is, yes.
So probably a better bet at a larger town.
Yes. Although, larger towns, at least nowadays, seem to be pushing the herbal reasons further and further out of
Hmm.
typical use.
Yeah.
You might be able to find it there somewhere, but likely much of what it is has been taken and used and is not being grown as it should be.
Yeah. Well.
And more on that. In order for Athelis to be viable, it needs to be, well, it needs to bloom.
Okay.
And once, fortunately enough, once it blooms for the rest of its life cycle. But unfortunately, that life cycle is very unpredictable and is honestly more individual to the plant than any other bloom cycle that I've ever seen. It's based heavily on its nutrients in the soil and the amount of sunlight, its temperature. It depends tremendously.
Hmm.
And some will never bloom.
Oh, of course not.
It could take anywhere from a few months to hundreds of years. If that particular plant dislikes its particular surroundings. This has been more than just a minor setback. And fortunately, not all of them were in the gardens.
Okay.
But that means that we must cultivate them from the ground up. All of them again.
At least the entire stock wasn't decimated.
We have 2 plants left.
2 is better than none.
That's true. But still, it's... And this has been a headache I have not appreciated.
No.
And more of a headache than just for me. Do keep in mind, Athelis, if you leave, though.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if that was taught to you while you were here before, but it is now.
Yes.
It is not... Well, it is not made common knowledge because it is so powerful and so rare that people would more often pawn it off to those that don't need it than use it for those that do.
Yes. That I can see happening.
Which is why usually it is kept under lock and key.
All right.
And people don't steal it from the gardens because it is not common knowledge.
Yep.
And those gardens withered because of it. Anyways, I should not keep you any longer.
True.
I will not bother you with my headaches anymore.
Be fair,
I
it's
believe
half
you have enough of enough of your own.
it's half my headache too now.
Well, either way, it's still fully mine.
Yes.
Because I'm the one that needs to deal directly with the consequences.
True. Speaking of getting Yuki out of here,
What about it?
do you know if there's a town like farther out with a port that we can get
Well,
passage to the other continent?
well, the closest port city is, well, not really a city anymore. It was that one that you found.
Oh.
That
Okay.
one overtaken by undead, yes. And, well, there's another one a few miles down further, but they're, yes, still tolerant of us. We do business with them, they do business with us, but not as willingly as first. You likely will be able to find a boat there, but I don't know if it'll take you where you want to go. It kind of depends on where you want to go.
Long way.
You might find someone. I don't know. I haven't been out of this town in years.
I'm
If I
sure.
weren't dealing with this whole thing, I might have in another life joined you, but I
Yeah.
believe that is not so.
Well, I'm sure money will speak volumes when we get there. So.
Yes.
Well,
I guess this is farewell for now.
unless I can find some of that plant for you before we leave, but
I doubt that. We already checked the premises.
yeah.
And, well, we've sent some people into the woods to see because we might as well.
Yeah.
They didn't come back with anything.
Scared for a second. I thought you were gonna say they didn't come back.
No. Sorry. They've come back, but
Okay.
but they came back empty-handed.
All right.
I doubt that you'll find any on your way out.
Hmm.
Hey, look, Athelas, no.
All right. Well, good luck with all of this, but
And good luck with your problems as well. And do please come back fairly soon.
all right.
However, however much we may deny it, you and your sister are very important to this town. You liven up things at least a little bit around here. It gets rather dull when your sister gets bored. Well,
Yeah.
correction. It gets rather it gets rather dull when your sister's not already bored.
Yes.
We do appreciate you both, even if you lie and thief and draw mustaches.
Well, her latest one's interesting. I'll give her that.
Yes, the pink mustache.
I'm honestly surprised she didn't go for a goatee as well.
We'll wash that off tomorrow, probably. It's no use washing it off today, because she'll just draw another one before she leaves.
Probably.
Don't tell her that, by the way, because she will come back. Just to draw it again.
Oh,
I
of
know
course.
how stubborn she is.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
spite me.
We all know how stubborn she is.
Yes, I think the whole town knows at this point. Because half of it she's dated.
Really? Only half at this point? I'm shocked.
Well, it's not that. It's that half, well, you know how things are. Half and half.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mean half of the population
Yes,
of women. I mean
yes.
half of the population of the town. It's
Ah,
all
okay.
women.
Okay. Okay. That makes
That's-
more sense. Yeah.
Yes. And the rest of the population knows pretty well.
Yes.
They've seen her around.
Yep.
Quite a bit. And I assume most of the time they've seen her around. She's not been her. But they don't know that. And I'll leave it at that.
And yet you always seem to know.
You're not the only one that was gifted by Bulgarian.
Yeah.
It's also really easy to tell when it is your sister.
Hmm.
When she walks in as me, I would
That
think that I know who she is.
that I didn't know.
Yes, the day you were bedridden, she came in as me, and we passed by each other, and I said, well, okay, I didn't say this, but I wanted to really say this. I'm not blind, you know.
Yeah.
I know who I am, and I would hope that Nakai does too.
She must have transformed back before I noticed who it was, so. Because I didn't see that.
Well, it happened, and it was funny at the time. But it was a bit odd to see myself talking to me.
Yeah.
At least for those around me.
Yes.
I also kind of thought that she mistook something, because surely I don't look that ugly. I suppose she makes a mockery with me whenever she can.
Oh, of course.
Probably because I'm such close friends with you.
Yes.
Although I'm surprised she doesn't mock the High Priest more than she does. Although he rarely comes out of seclusion.
I was gonna say, Bright doesn't seem that much, so.
Yes. He's not been... That's just small things for me.
Speaking of which, did he come out when the temple was floating?
Funnily enough, no. He did not.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay.
He stayed in... Well,
Okay.
he has not left his chamber in months. I
It-
don't know.
it's-
what story is there, but
Okay.
whatever it is, I'm hoping it's important. And relying on the fact that it's important.
Well, when I come back, I may have a big request for him. Maybe. It depends on how my journey goes.
Well, a lot of things depend on that nowadays.
Yes.
Journeys of everyone, really.
Yes.
Well, I suppose you should be off.
Yeah.
I should not keep you any longer than I've already kept you.
Good luck to both of us.
Yes, to both of us.
Um,
And farewell, friend.
till next time. And as I'm starting to walk away, I just looked down at the ring. Did you get all that?
Yes, I got that.
Did the melting paladin ring a bell?
Not particularly.
So not something with the hound.
You know my memory.
Maybe, maybe not. Okay.
Yes, it could really be either way at this point in time. I'm not sure.
Okay.
If it is the hound, then, well, fuck.
Yes.
If it's not, then, well,
Still.
fuck. Yes. Either way,
Okay.
it's not a good situation, because if it happened to him, then, well, we don't know what it was if it wasn't the hound, and that's quite disastrous. And if it is the hound, then, well, we might need to get you checked out.
Well.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll have to
He went Australia. He's a drow.
Australian for a second. I'm a drow now.
Oh boy. You really are connected to most deities, aren't you?
Yes.
He He got connected
What?
from Loth for a second.
Pardon us. Oh yes, Lolth is the queen of the down under, the down under, the overlord of the down under.
Well,
Sorry, did
Uh.
not mean for that to happen.
it was still funny.
Yes, it was. Some words, you know, easier to say in some accents than others, despite the fact that I have not spoken in an Australian accent for like a year.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, yes.
Well,
I got this. So, yes. Yeah, I suppose we can keep this under.
yeah.
Keep an eye on this. Yes.
Very much. Well, back to the tavern because there's a couple things I want to do.
Oh boy. All right.
That by myself.
Yes. Yuki,
Yes.
you're crying.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. uh, After like spending like trying to calm herself down and like wiping her tears away and collecting herself, she gets up.
As you collect yourself, a little red cardinal flies and lands on your shoulder.
What do you want?
Just for a couple seconds. And then it leaves.
She gets up. Is it flying to the church?
No, it's flying off.
Okay.
It's flying
She's-
further north.
Hmm. Well, that makes sense. I know what's north.
Yes, you do. Oh boy.
She thinks I'm gonna be persuaded that easily, and she walks off.
All right. So. Where are you heading, Yuki?
Where do you
Home,
go?
tavern,
I was gonna say,
restaurant.
where do you go after you have a mental breakdown?
My room. Video games.
Video games and D&D. Anything the fantasy world.
My
Um,
friends.
I'm gonna look for
Cheez-It
Nakai.
boxes.
I was gonna say stress reliever for Yuki. Stealing.
Stealing. Yeah,
Stealing,
but last.
murdering, withering. Apparently.
Please leave the gardens alone, please.
No, I'm gonna go back to the garden now.
Oh no.
You don't go back to
Please leave the garden alone.
you don't go back to the same crime spot twice.
Unless you want to get caught.
Yeah, unless you want to.
At least not for a year.
No.
Yeah.
What does Yuki want to do? I guess she'll look for Nakai
Okay.
after
Well-
calming down.
At this point, I believe at this point Nakai would still be in the temple.
Probably.
Having a
I
conversation.
can't go to the temple.
Well, you could be
Nope.
my priest friend again. It'd be funny.
Oh, I
You just
don't,
walk up. Hello there.
Hello there.
Did you miss me?
Mm,
Yes.
snarky impressions.
Yes.
Um,
Oh boy. Oh, right. Well.
I guess she's gonna steal to pass time until Nakai flippin' leaves his temple. So
All right, and Iris.
Hmm.
After collecting everything, you said, where were you going? After getting all the, you know, the valves and stuff, where were you heading?
I was going to my room.
To your room to continue working on
Mhm.
things? All right.
Keep designing more of it.
Pretty much until you're called?
Yep, until I'm called or I just feel like, I'm bored.
All right,
I don't want
fair
to do
enough.
this.
Well, Yuki.
yeah, I look like a very fluffy
Roll me.
tabaxi.
Oh boy.
Yes. I swear, if any
me.
children come up to me, that's gonna be a distraction for Yuki. 12.
12. Well, it takes some doing, but you find someone who's not really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as your very poofy tabaxi self, you flit by and, you know, because tabaxis are, you know, very light on their feet. And so you run by and do a little spin as you pass them and snatch a small little coin purse off of their side as you
Wanna
spin.
wanna walk up into an alleyway and count what I got.
It's just a few gold pieces. Just
By
you
a few, how many?
know, 150. No, for you guys, no, like 7.
7.
Not many.
She's gonna hold on to it before putting it with the other pouch, and she's gonna look around in the like kind of denser side of town if there's any like kids kind of in the streets kind of looking like they're like homeless or something, like having a rough time around.
Well, there's a few that, well, they have homes, but they're not, you know, the best. They're like small little lean-tos,
Mhm.
one-room houses that have, you know, holes in their roofs.
How many are there? Like the
Well,
kids that she can see.
how many kids in this household or total?
Uh, one of the households she.
And one of them, there's only 2 kids.
Mhm. Are they inside?
Well, inside is pretty much just as cold as outside, so they're pretty much sitting in the doorway, open doorway.
Okay. She's gonna kind of walk over and drop the coin pouch that she with the 7 gold and walk off and continue forward.
All right. All right.
Mhm.
Nakai is leaving his temple about now.
Good. She's gonna go
Um,
find him. Give
so you
me
get
my
back to
brother.
where you are. You get back to, you know, where you were, and you see Nakai leaving, chatting with a ring.
She, Yuki's
Finishing
gonna
up
kind of like,
the ring.
yeah. Yuki's gonna like kind of sneak up and like have her wrap her arm around his arm, kind of walking. Still the fluffy tabaxi,
Yeah.
not dropping it.
Cat PTSD comes. Don't
Nakai.
don't you go and convince me to anger a
God.
eldritch
Goddess.
god. Eldritch god.
You know, Yuki,
Yeah.
this brings back some bad memories.
Quite. Well, I had a visit by a red cardinal.
Nice. I just visited my old friend and found out the paladin's melting.
Oh boy.
Just the oh boy.
You know, the same one that has the mark on his neck like us.
Right. Right. More stuff thrown onto the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am rather full, as you can see. Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Well, you're the one that keeps ordering the waiter to come around. But yes, the cardinal was going northward.
How far away from the temple are we at this point?
Yuki's kind of like dragging him far away from the temple.
Yeah.
So pretty
So,
good
you know.
distance, yeah.
Yeah, good distance.
So,
Hmm.
were you a little upset last night?
What do you mean?
Well, the temple garden's destroyed.
I wonder who did that.
You know, the one with the rare and valuable plant that could have cured the paladin?
Well, if they were keeping such a good plan, they probably shouldn't keep it open in a garden.
Hidden
Huh.
in plain sight.
How else are they supposed to grow it? It's a garden.
A greenhouse. Well, that's their own fault.
Is it?
Well, on an unrelated note, the artwork's pretty decent at least. I will say it's missing a goatee, though.
Oh, yes, let me just go back to the temple. That sounds like a great idea. But apparently, on another note, she wants us to go north, and I, on the hand, knows what's north, and she's not going to persuade me that easily. I'm pretty sure your friend told you that there's a pillar north.
Kinda. Well. I am kind of guiding Yuki back to the tavern because I do need to cast a few spells on me. So
On you.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just dragging you enough away from the
Yep.
temple and then having you go.
Yep. So other continents still our plan?
Seems like it.
Alright.
The only port city that I know of is the one across the bridge.
Well, apparently there's one a little bit ahead of this town too. A few miles, but
Oh, really?
it's one that this town trades with, so should be relatively friendly to us.
Should be.
But before we do that, I'd like to make sure we don't have anything extra on us. Maybe a little parting present from the Hound.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was anything extra on us.
Alright. Well.
Anyways, I need to write a letter. So, do your little magic. I'll be at the bar.
Alright. I'll be at my normal corner. I mean, if
Not your room.
well,
Yuki's gonna use the
yeah.
magic item to write the letter.
Oh. Uh,
Yeah, the tattoo.
All right.
Yeah, I think that would work in my room better, actually, because there's a few that I want to do. So,
All right.
so
So you head up to your room,
yep.
Yuki. When you have that written, can you
Mhm.
send it to me?
I'm delivering it already.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm delivering it to Iris.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. So she's
It
going.
just says fuck off.
Leave my town.
It just says fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck y'all. Okay.
So she's
So-
going to write that letter at the bar, and no one else can see it because of the magic.
Yes. Yes.
And once she's done writing it, it's not a long one. It's not like a whole like whatever. And she folds it up, goes up to the Iris's room, and kind of slips it under the door. Walks off.
Oh boy.
And I can read it out loud. It's nothing like when Iris sees it.
I think Iris is very much engrossed in.
This has to
Her-
go here. And then
Yes.
I had to weld this, and that.
Very, very focused on what she's doing.
Yuki's gonna make sure to knock on the door
Okay.
and then walk
You
off.
knock on the door and walk off.
God, fuck, I'm gonna lose pace. Whatever.
You head over to the door, I think.
Mhm.
And well, you see a letter, I guess, piece of paper, slid under the door.
All right. I'm gonna guess read it.
Okay.
What it says is, Iris, I am sorry for how I have treated you. The dagger has brought back some memories of a person that I truly most dearly hate with a passion. And I do not hate you of any regards.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Oh, isn't that nice?
That creature
The way
goal.
he
Oh wait,
said
shoot,
that.
not alive yet.
Yes, my dagger has brought back trauma to you. That's nice.
It was. I think it was the. I don't hate you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I know.
She probably skimmed the first part until like she finds her name or something. Ah, that's okay. You hear that? Schematics. She doesn't hate me.
Talking to your blueprints.
Mhm.
The pains of not having friends.
I mean, Yuki's trying here.
Well, what can you say?
Yes.
I am an engineer.
Yes.
Yuki's gonna go back home.
All right.
Kind of
Well-
just collect herself.
I'm just picturing Iris said that I'm an engineer. Welder finger.
Welder finger. Well, she may not know much about the dagger, but so do I. I know it has something in it, I think. Hopefully. Unless
Breaking the fourth one. No.
unless he lied. Which he could have. Well, who cares? I guess I guess she does.
But remember the gifts.
Eh. Well, whatever. I should probably
Exposition.
get some
Exposition.
light on my fucking eyes. So I'm gonna wrap everything up there.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna keep the stuff on me. I'm like, all right,
Mhm.
time to go to the outside world. It's like,
All right.
it's pretty bright.
Well, you head out, and Nikai's in his corner.
Well,
casting Nikai.
well, actually, I went up to my room to do that.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Never mind. Never
Yeah,
mind. Yeah. never
yeah.
mind.
They're
So
kinda
you head
cannot
out.
be seen.
I mean,
You
when
have-
you open the door, you might see Nikai doors shut, but
No, it's been a little while. You've been out
Okay.
for a little while.
Hmm.
Because, you know, Yuki had time to get there and write a letter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So. Mhm.
And she's gonna just find like a little alleyway, and she's gonna have her more important stuff on her, and she's going to polymorph
Oh
Oh,
boy.
boy.
Oh, boy.
into a cat,
Oh.
Oh, boy.
a ragdoll cat with purple eyes.
Oh, boy.
Stay away from Yuki's home place.
I don't know. I don't think
I
I'm
No,
going to
don't
wander.
think I will.
I
I'm going
swear,
to
if,
wander around.
I swear, if Yuki sees you, you're gonna get picked up.
Oh God. Uh,
Perception.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
it is a white cat with purple
Eight.
eyes.
White
I'm-
cat, white snow, not a fucking clue.
I'm too
You're more
sad.
focused on You're more focused on just
Yes.
getting home.
Yeah.
Then let us look for cat.
Give me a cat.
Ragdoll. Ragdoll cat.
Mhm.
It's such a funny name.
So,
Hmm.
Nakai,
Mm-hmm.
what spell are you casting? Spells.
Okay. These are all ritual spells, so it's going to take 10 minutes each. So,
Oh boy.
detect poison and disease on me.
Comes back negative.
All right. And is there a mirror in the room?
Yeah.
Going up to the mirror,
Mhm.
then casting detect magic.
Okay.
And once again, Iris
I-
avoids the detect magic.
I'm
um.
looking for anything out of the ordinary. Like my magic items, yeah, I already know. But
Yeah. No.
No?
Nothing.
I'm assuming there's not like a way I can see the back of my neck just with one mirror, so
No.
okay, that's fine. Okay. And
What you doing?
I'm trying to think how to phrase this.
Oh no. I'm afraid.
Okay. How late is it getting?
How late is it now?
Yeah.
Noon.
Noon? Okay. So, yeah, probably not going today. I'm doing divination.
All right. That's the 7 days one.
Yes.
Okay.
When will the hound attack anyone within Bouldra's temple? I'm talking this temple.
Yes. I know.
Yes.
That is that is beyond the reach of the spell.
Okay. So more than 7 days. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so at least I know that it's not coming back for the paladin for now.
Yes.
And okay. All right, West. Here's your chance to roll. Doing divination again gives you a 25% chance for a random reading.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that is 1 through 25 on a d20.
It
Or on a
doesn't.
d100. Sorry.
It doesn't say how to roll. It just says
I'll roll it. I'll roll it. If
If-
it's below, if it's 25 or lower, then
yeah.
so that way it's if it's 75 or,
Mhm.
yeah. Or if it's 26 or higher.
Yep. And then if I keep casting it, it adds another 25% each time. So
Yes. So don't cast it 4 times.
No.
What's the next
So-
thing you ask?
when will the hound attack our group?
That is beyond the reach of the spell.
Okay.
And yes, I rolled.
Okay. All right, good. Which I will probably do that divination again tomorrow just to make sure.
Yeah. 7 days from now. Like, shit.
Nope. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Clearly.
I think. Oh. Oh. You said it's about noon, right? So probably closer to 1 by now with all the 10-minute
Yeah.
castings.
Yeah.
Okay. That's. Ooh. I don't want to waste my spell slot just in case. No. That should be it for now.
All right. All right. Well, after that, what are you doing?
After that,
Is a good question.
if there's anything. Oh, I already got that.
Believe that Yuki said she'd be at the bar. Because she's got a letter to write. Yuki is currently at home.
Yes.
Yes.
And Iris is cat.
Cat time.
Actually. What was that for?
What you gonna do? Sorry.
Well, I needed it for something, so. Um. I am going to first head to that component shop.
All right. All right. Let's see here. So yeah, you head there to the component shop.
Yep.
Iris, how long are you spending as Cat?
Forever.
That's a good question.
Because polymorph is
Last an hour.
Less than an hour, yeah.
But I can make it last a lot longer.
Yeah, yes, as a sorcerer, yes, you can.
Yeah.
So, how long are you?
I'm gonna spend this 3 hours
Oh
as
boy,
a cat.
3 hours as a cat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cat mode.
Yes, cat mode. All right. All right. So you spend 3 hours as cat mode.
Mhm.
And Yuki,
Yes.
once you get home,
Mm-hmm. She's gonna
what you waiting for? What you doing?
she's gonna like kind of just walk around the like main kind of living room area for a good bit, like looking at the stuff that she has borrowed. Um
All
and
right.
head upstairs to go into her room. And she's going to open her wardrobe, and in the kind of back of it, she's going to pull out robes. And these are robes from the academy she went to.
Yep.
Just gonna take them down and fold them. Kind of just staring at it and feeling the like material, the texture of them.
They are nice robes. If they weren't
Yes.
attached to such things.
Mm. And her hands start to kind of heat up and burn a little, but stop. And she just sighs heavily and puts them back onto the hook and put it back in the closet and close it, and goes onto the bed and rests.
All right. All right. And Nakai, you were heading to the component stop. Component
Yes.
stop? Component shop.
Yes.
Component shop.
Yes.
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 Buy your components today.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, something I didn't know. Your average convenience store, so just like just the corner store. Apparently, my parents call them Stop and Robs.
Oh my god. Yuki needs to do that.
I did not know that was a nickname. I think
Yeah.
they said originally it was like Stop and Shop.
Yeah,
or
it
Stop
was.
And Go, or Shop and Go.
Yeah.
And then it
Stop
just
and
evolved
Rob.
into Stop and Rob.
Yeah.
Which is funny
Yuki's
because,
common pastime.
Stop and Rob. Yeah. All right. So, Nakai, what are you looking for?
I am seeing if they have what is it? Ruby dust.
Ruby dust. Is there a specific price you need?
50.
50 gold pieces. Yes.
They do have.
Yes, they do.
All right. Would they be willing to trade that for one of the diamonds? And give me 50 gold pieces after that. Because it's a 100 gold piece diamond.
Sure.
Yes? Okay. So 26. Okay. And then... Okay. Alright. So that took care of two things at once. I now have my ruby dust and I have a little extra money. Equipment. Alright. And that is... I can't believe it. My shopping list is actually empty. I can't believe it.
Your shopping list is finally empty?
I can't believe it.
Wow.
Okay. After that, I think I was told that Yuki was staying at the tavern, so
Yeah.
uselessly head back there.
Don't find a single sight of her.
Yeah, no, you don't see a trace of Yuki.
I am at home being sad and almost burning my robes.
Mhm.
It'd be great if I see fucking Nakai.
Well, I am starting to head towards Yuki's house because I'm assuming that's where she went after that.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's your two's passive perceptions?
Mine's 13.
So is mine.
13. You're both 13.
Yep.
Mine is also a 13. What the heck?
All
Yep.
three? of you- Oh
Yep.
god. Well, that makes my life easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Here we go. I guess. Well,
I
Nakai.
can sniff
Nikai
him
would be
out.
looking for Yuki.
Yes.
Yeah.
So roll perception, Nikai.
Perception.
Nakai just picks up a cat. It's like, just toss it to Yuki. It's like, here, this will make you feel better.
Iris. is
Natural
like-
20.
Oh my god.
Well,
We found a cat.
first of all, you know where Yuki is. Yuki is in bed.
I can hear Yuki snoring from outside. Okay.
She's not asleep. She's just kind of
Asleep.
sulking.
Just resting. You can hear.
Oh, I can see the black aura around her house. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And just great big flashing magic sign that says Yuki is here. No.
And just lightning striking in the
You
background
get
behind her
this-
house.
You get this
Yeah.
sixth sense that Yuki is probably at home.
Oh
And
boy.
also, you see a cat.
Purple eyes.
Purple eyes. White cat, purple eyes.
With
And
the
Iris, you see
black
Nakai.
You just see Nakai's head kind of tilt to the side a little bit, like, what?
you know what the cat, you know what, like how cats do, like they kind of go on their backs and like move around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, she wiggles in the ground.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hello.
Nakai, you know that Yuki likes cats.
You do, yes.
She loves cats. Like, it's her favorite animal out of any other animal.
You would be punished if she figured out that
you,
you saw a cat and didn't take it to Yuki.
She will cast an Eldritch Blast to your face for such.
You did guiding bolt your ally too. So.
Very true.
No, not even the Eldritch Blast. If she knew that you saw a cat and didn't bring it to her, she will blight you like she did with the garden.
Oh god.
Then I would know for sure you did it.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, but you'll probably be dead with the blight.
Well,
I pick up the cat.
I'm moving a little closer to the cat, see if it runs. because armor, clang, clang, clang. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing your
Just
beautiful numbers of stealth.
Yes.
Iris likes metal. She likes metal clinking.
That is true.
You
Well,
do currently have the intelligence of a cat, so.
Yep.
Keep
Clink, clink, go.
cat toy. Bat, bat, bat.
So, let's see here. The stats for a cat.
Oh
I
boy.
have them up.
You have them up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, -4 to strength, +2 to dex.
-4 to intelligence.
Yep.
I'm finally stronger than something.
Finally! Yuki is too.
I was more worried about the mental stats and physical, to be honest.
Mhm.
So, do you run away? Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh.
All right.
I'm really
All
enjoying the
right.
snow right now.
All right. Because I know Yuki would kill me if I didn't.
If you didn't at least try.
Yes. Try and pick up the cat. Probably get scratched all up in the process.
Do you scratch?
No, but you know when cats just stretch?
Yes.
When you pick
Yeah.
them up, you just stretch all the way down like a fucking slinky.
Really.
I mean, at least you're not being clawed.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true. I would much rather have a cat stretch in my arms than claw at me.
Yes. Well, hold stretching cat as much as I can.
Why do I feel like that? Like with Nakai having a past experience, a bad experience with a certain cat, he just has it like his arms out, like not even having it close to him.
just holding the cat like a. Oh man. Like
the
a
cat is,
baby
like-
out here. A baby that you're talking to. Not one that you're carrying, but one that you're talking to. He just walks
Yeah.
around with the cat like that.
All right. Up to Yuki's house with cat.
with cat.
How long has it been?
Not 3 hours yet, but
Cool.
getting close.
Oh no. Yuki's gonna pick you up and you're gonna transform back, aren't you?
No,
Either way,
it's
I
like
could
2.5
just-
hours.
Cool.
Like it's been 2.5 hours, so you have like 30 minutes left. But yeah, so you continue your way to Yuki's house,
Yes.
and yeah. I'm assuming you knock.
Yep.
Yuki, you hear a knock at the front door.
He just groans loudly, having to get out of bed.
Was that lightning? Oh god.
Maybe we shouldn't leave today.
I can cast Thunderstep.
Ooh.
She's gonna get out of bed and walk downstairs and go over to the front door and open it and sees Nakai. But most importantly,
Cat.
sees the cat. It's like, give me it. No,
Here.
give me the cat.
I brought cat for you anyway.
Ah, thank you. She's gonna start petting Iris.
Yes, without realizing that, without either of you realizing
Yeah,
that it is
yeah.
in fact Iris.
Yep.
Yeah, and like giving like scratches behind the ear and stuff, and just like giving so much affection to this small fluff ball.
Oh god.
Oh boy. For half an hour?
I can extend the spell.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Before you transform.
It's like, seems like the spell's almost running out.
This would be awkward if I turned back now.
Yes, it really would be. Just petting the cat and then just suddenly just it's Iris and you're just Iris is in your arms and it's like no.
Excuse me?
Like-
Oh, sure.
No.
Excuse me, what?
Um,
All right.
She looks over at Yuki. Nakai.
Nakai.
Oh, you look at
Sorry.
She looked
yourself.
over
Interesting.
at her clone.
It's just
Ah.
a mirror.
Oh, Nakai got disguised self. Oh boy.
Imagine Yuki having the spell what was it's like duplicate or something. What is it called? It's like you can duplicate yourself.
Oh, what's it called?
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
I've not played very many spellcasters. So.
It's mainly like an arcane trickster spell.
Duplicity?
Like, not yeah, devoke duplicity.
Yep.
But Yuki's gonna look at Nakai as like, well, did you need anything while you brought me this adorable cat to my home?
Yes, I actually have something for you. Besides the cat.
Oh, what is it then?
I pull out one of those, what is it? One of the platinum rings that I bought.
Okay.
I'm asking you, please wear this. Please do not sell it.
What is it for?
This is part of a spell I can cast.
Okay.
Um,
That spell is.
it's called Warding Bond. It basically
Huh.
makes you harder to hit.
Okay, she snatches it and puts it on.
And I'm putting on the
Yes.
other one.
Yes, I need this greatly.
Yeah.
She's gonna like let Nakai into her home, and kind of just sit on the couch and put Iris cat in her lap and like
Iris.
pet Iris cat. Yeah,
one
continue to pet.
interesting thing with this spell, you have resistance to all damage when I cast it.
Yep.
Oh, well, that is good.
And +1 to saving throws. So.
Hmm.
And good thing is it lasts an hour when I cast it.
That is good.
So.
So, we plan to go to a port city to get onto a boat.
Yes.
When do we plan on leaving? And we do need to pick up your friend.
You just see a cat eyes darting back and forth like, really? 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 Friend?
We literally picked her up.
Yes, quite literally. Have already picked her up.
Well, I would say since it's getting a little bit later in the day, we should probably leave tomorrow. Unless you think we can make it there in one day, but less than a day.
No, I would rather prefer traveling in the morning.
Yeah.
Rather than having to set up camp.
Yeah. All right.
And I want to at least have one more day in my cozy home.
Okay.
Now with sudden cat.
Yes,
Suddenly cat.
my cat.
Reminds me of the ASDF movie. Suddenly pineapples.
Suddenly, cat.
Suddenly pineapples. I love that. And it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the entire point of that whole series.
Yep.
Is wow, that's really stupid.
Cat.
Yes, cat.
Yes. Is that? Oh.
Well, if you don't want to sleep in the tavern, you can take the couch, and the cat can go into my room and stay with me. Dude, she doesn't know it's Iris, so she's
I know. I know.
this
But
cat.
it's really funny.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny.
Okay, so. Oh, all right.
And then
It would make
we
it-
can leave when we wake up.
Make it convenient for leaving. Okay.
so we don't have to walk around town and find each other.
Yes.
Even though your friend is probably at the tavern.
Very possible.
It just gets funnier and funnier.
Yes, it does.
Speak more, it's funny to me.
Well, we'll deal with that in the morning. She'll probably know where we are.
True. Oh. Oh, I had a funny thought.
Oh god, what is it?
I should cast Sending on Iris.
Do it.
Oh boy.
Tell Iris that,
We're at Yuki's house.
yes.
All
The
right.
response is, I know, I'm right here.
It's just meowing.
It's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
okay.
Oh.
Let's see.
What's the casting time on that thing?
Casting time?
Casting time, yes.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Not duration, but casting time.
One action.
One action? Okay.
Oh, were you thinking?
Alright.
Were you thinking it was a ritual or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I do believe it says that they respond in a language they can understand, so...
Can
So,
cat
Can
understand?
you understand? Well, the cat, yeah. The creature hears the message, and its mind recognizes you as the sender if it knows you and can answer it in a like manner immediately. The
Ow.
spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. So yes,
You can understand it. Let's go.
yes, you can
All right.
understand it because your intelligence is what, 3
All right.
at the moment.
Oh god, that cat's intelligence is higher than mine.
What, 3?
Oh, I was thinking my intelligence is a +2. So.
Oh no, this thing's
Oh,
no,
total
this thing's
score.
negative 4.
Okay, total
Total
score.
score
Oh, okay.
is 3,
3.
which is a modifier of -4.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yes.
oh boy.
Okay. Sending.
What is your message to Iris? 25 words, remember.
Iris, we are at Yuki's house. Spending the night. Planning on leaving tomorrow morning. Just make it easier to get going. That's it.
All right.
Oh,
No
boy.
response.
Do you respawn? Because you can. And it would be in common, I think.
It's like, okay. Because I'm like
Just-
sitting right there.
Okay. Nothing
It's
else?
like, I know where
Just
you
okay.
guys are.
Like, okay. Just like, I don't want to like expose myself 'cause I feel like I get in trouble.
I think all
It's like
Probably.
I think all we
It's like
were all we would see is the cat meowing all of a sudden.
I think you can respond like consciously instead of like verbally. In your mind.
Yeah, you respond with your brain.
Ah.
Ye-
I don't think it specifies that you like can do it either way, but
Mhm.
you can do it. You know what? Because you're in the same room, you can do it either way.
Yeah.
I think
So do
Iris
you-
is choosing mind.
Yeah. You just say okay
Okay.
and meow at the same time. All right.
Seeing that Nakai has already did the message, I was like, all right, if you need anything, I will be in my room. Probably petting this cat and cuddling it. Anyways, bye. And she goes
All right.
upstairs.
just how are you carrying Iris?
Oh
Kind
no.
of like in a cradling manner, but you're kind of like sitting on the arms.
Okay, I was about to say if you're over shouldering her, she's gonna look like a fuck to the
Oh,
guy.
boy.
No.
Okay.
Just, oh shit. Let me out, please.
Please.
I messed up.
Oh, God.
I have a lot of defensive spells on me.
Defensive spells, yeah.
Yuki has
I
a lot of attack
noticed.
spells.
Yes.
I have a lot of spells that say no.
The cancel, yeah.
Yeah, but Yuki's gonna
Attacks,
Yuki's
Anyway.
gonna go to her room and kind of lay down in bed and pet cat. And
No,
snuggle
no.
and cuddle.
Now, where is the cat laying exactly?
Oh god.
on bed.
Next to Yuki because Yuki's cuddling the cat.
I think the question was on Yuki or on the bed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Probably next to Yuki.
Yeah. I don't know. Iris, what do you prefer?
I don't care, I'm just trying not to get caught.
I think you're screwed either way here.
Are you extending the spell?
I fucking have to.
Okay. How many hours?
I'm just gonna waste them all. Because I'm gonna sleep either way.
That's true. So
Oh boy.
how many hours is that?
Okay, so that's gonna be an additional 8 hours. I believe the spell lasts 9 hours in total now.
Oh boy.
Man. That is so goddamn disastrous. But you've also got to remember that, 2.5 of those hours are gone. Used up.
Mhm.
Meaning that you have
5 hours. 6 hours.
6.5 hours.
Mhm.
Which a long rest is 8.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna run out no matter what. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm just picturing that awkward stare when you both wake up.
Just slowly, like Iris slowly gets up and walks out the door, like
No,
not
isn't my
breaking
fault.
eye contact.
No, I was thinking Iris would just be laying there. Hi.
This isn't my fault, it's your brother's.
He's the one that brought the cat.
I just wanted to be a cat.
How was I supposed to know?
The purple eyes.
Mutant cat for all I know.
Very rare
I,
cat
I'm
with
just
purple
I'm
eyes.
just gonna say this because Yuki totally would do this because cat owners also do this. She's going before like heading like fully falling asleep and like petting cat Iris and she's going to give the cat a soft kiss on the top of her forehead.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Because cats, man, you gotta show them love and affection, man.
I just imagine
There's like
in the morning, Iris is just sleeping just against the door, like I wanted to go out, but you wouldn't let me.
I needed to pee.
No,
I
what's
need to pee.
what's even funnier when Yuki gives her a kiss on the forehead. She's a white furred like cat.
Yeah.
Yuki wears lipstick.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
So I'm just
Oh,
gonna
boy.
fucking smooch down on your fucking forehead when she wakes up. God damn.
Yeah, and then Yuki's gonna pass out for the night.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Iris, what are you doing?
I'm accepting my fucking fate.
So you're just falling asleep there?
Yeah, there's no point in running.
Paw at the door. Maybe she'll wake up and be loud as fuck.
Nope. 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 Yuki likes cats too
I'm
much.
accepting
Nope.
my fate.
You're accepting your fate. I love how it's a stray cat, and Yuki's just like, yes, I will take it. It definitely does not have rabies.
It looks clean. It looks nice.
More so Nakai.
Yeah, true.
It's not gonna be my cat.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be anyone's cat. It's Iris.
Yes, it is quite literally Iris.
Well, it depends on how often she turns into a cat.
Oh god.
Depending if she wants more affection from Yuki.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, Nakai, you're going to bed too?
Yep.
Okay.
I apparently have the couch, and I might be attacked in the middle of the night.
By,
Just locking door.
Luck.
by who?
Either Yuki or Iris.
Iris. Either Yuki or Iris. Well,
Because in this case, ignorance was not bliss.
yeah. Yuki.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're sleeping pretty well, considering you
guess-
now have a cat.
Yes.
You pet?
She's not stressed or sad or the wavering emotions of her past lingering around.
All right. And Iris, you are incredibly anxious. And so after 6.5 hours, you're not Cat Iris anymore. You're just Iris. Yuki, you don't notice.
I think all I would feel is the spell wears off.
You feel the
I'm
spell
gonna
wear off.
sleep. Like, shit, there's my schematics.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you the change does wake you up, Iris.
Fuck.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm assuming Yuki's arm is around you.
Yes.
Probably.
Well, I gotta still
Yuki-
sleep.
Yuki's a cuddler.
God, this is going to be really embarrassing.
Just gonna remain anxious. Like, okay, I gotta still like, go to sleep to get on back.
Getting rest. Getting rest.
If the most thing I can do is probably put my
maybe
schematic
if she
aside.
stays asleep, I can cast it again tomorrow and not worry.
Yeah, just not worry about it later. But yeah,
Oh,
I'm just gonna like, all right, I'm gonna try to carefully move to get my schematics. Just throw them somewhere else.
Okay.
Just like, where are they?
Okay. Roll me sleight of hand.
oh boy.
Oh
And Yuki,
God.
your perception will be 10 even.
Okay.
Your passive will be 10 even
makes-
because you're asleep.
Let's go.
20. Okay. So you very carefully, despite how much you're, despite your a little bit shakiness, and the fact that there's an arm around you, you manage to fish out your schematics and toss them to a corner of the room that will not be seen, and you move your arm back to where it was without stirring Yuki.
Thank God. Okay. I guess I'll just close my eyes, mutter up whatever fear I have. Like what's gonna happen in the morning.
Oh, God,
I
don't
love how
wanna
you're
do this.
so scared of it.
oh boy.
When she
Same.
doesn't hate me,
Oh
I
boy.
have my dagger on me, so
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Please
Oh
do
boy.
not shank Yuki awake.
Shank you. Oh boy.
Move the arm. Just chop it off. It's fine. Put it under the bed with the rest of the corpse.
oh god.
Run away.
Yep, I'm just gonna go
Be
back
a
to sleep.
lizard, be a lizard folk. All right. So So you go back to sleep.
Yep, I'm accepting my fate.
Okay.
Please do not shake Yuki awake.
Yes, that's yes.
And I'm like, so
Oh,
many
God.
sessions without out of context finally is
Yeah.
it's brought back to life.
Yes. Please do not shank Yuki away. Oh right. Oh boy, let's see here.
Oh no.
Well, Nakai,
Oh
you're
boy.
the first to wake up.
Ah.
Boy.
I thought more dreams.
Nope.
Oh boy. Okay. Um. Just get up, be as quiet as possible because I do not want to wake up Yuki, and I know that will be a bad thing.
But it's so
Just-
funny how you two are so scared of her.
Well, this is just from growing up with you, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
it's not even because of Iris Cat.
Yeah.
Because you don't know about Iris Cat.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Kind of find my way into the kitchen, maybe see if there's like coffee or tea or something to start making.
Probably coffee.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
I mean, probably tea too, but
Yeah, there's both.
Okay. Start making some coffee. Just
Uh-huh.
kind of lean on a table or a wall while it's brewing. Just kind of waiting.
Oh boy. All right. Oh boy.
We have each other roll to see which one wakes up.
Oh
did.
boy.
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy.
God.
You know what? You know what? That's actually a good idea. I'll have you guys roll.
Okay, what?
Just straight D20.
Okay.
Straight D20. And we will see.
19.
Yuki. You wake up.
Yeah.
And you're not not cuddling a cat anymore. You're cuddling a sleeping Iris. Your arm is around Iris, and there is a mark of lipstick on her forehead.
Like very scrunched up, and she's probably like talking, not really talking, but making noise in her sleep.
Oh my. She just pauses and she like processes, like tries to process this for a second, and it's just like, oh right, that is a spell. And she's going to like wipe off the lipstick off her forehead. She's gonna like. Is there a way to check the time? Like, I don't know if clocks are invented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they are? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I'll put it this way. Clocks of all types have been around for a really, really long time.
Not to mention the clock in the dream.
That
And
is
yes,
true, but-
he was able to identify a grandfather clock. And not only have they been around for a really long time, they're using steam valves.
Yeah.
So, and steam engines. So clocks, clockwork, that kind of thing is common enough. And Iris is literally a clockwork sorcerer.
Yeah.
So, and you were
I
able
was
to
just-
understand what the word clockwork meant. So yes, there are clocks. So
Okay.
yes, and you probably have one.
Yes, Yuki stole one.
Yeah, yes.
Probably still
Um,
multiple.
It's
One for each room.
It's like 7:30 in the morning. Pretty early.
she's like debating on just like cuddling back with Iris and going to bed. It's like a huge debate right now.
Gonna roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah, flip a
Wha-
coin.
One is go to bed, two is get up. 1v2.
Well,
Back to bed.
Okay.
Going back to bed.
She even
Oh,
pulls
boy.
Iris like closer.
Iris, you feel yourself being pulled closer,
It's like, oh fuck, she's awake.
and you wake up.
And Yuki goes back to sleep.
And well, Yuki, you're not asleep yet,
Oh, she's getting there.
but
and
you're
she has her eyes
you're
closed.
going back to sleep. And Iris, you're waking up.
Just like, I'm just gonna stay still. I don't want to move.
Oh God. So how long are you sleeping?
Probably another 30 minutes.
Half hour.
Oh yeah.
And so Nakai, you're just downstairs enjoying a nice cup of coffee.
That was the best night's sleep I had in a long time.
Iris
Iris
just
just like,
Uh-huh.
help me, you bastard! Why did you bring me here?
this woman is gonna kill me.
Well,
No.
for another half hour.
No, you know, wherever Yuki stole this coffee from, it tastes really good.
For another half hour, Yuki sleeps with Iris just like.
Like, oh god, oh fuck.
Time nears.
like-
Wrath will be poured out.
I feel like Iris can't go back to sleep now.
She's
No.
there.
Absolutely not.
She's just waiting.
Well, a half hour passes, and Yuki, you wake up again. And Iris is very clearly awake.
Can she see this or no?
Iris? Or
Can she see that Iris is awake?
can Yuki see the. Yes.
Yes.
Her eyes are fucking like open, looking at a
Open,
corner
like-
of the room.
God, hold on, I need to calm down and not laugh so much.
Oh, I'm just getting comfortable in a chair downstairs. It's really comfy.
I have a feeling I know it's gonna be. If it is, it's hilarious.
Good morning.
Beep.
Meow.
Uh,
Okay.
cat noise.
Oh. So my theory was right. You the cat.
It wasn't my fucking choice. Sorry.
No, it's quite all right. No, you just calm down. I'm not going to bite you or anything.
Cool.
I'll just blast the fuck out of your face. Never do that again. No.
Anyways, we should get up, and she's going to boop Iris on the nose and get up.
She's gonna like sit up, like just looking at fucking Yuki, like, huh?
Okay, I was wrong about what was gonna be said.
And
I'll-
she's
I'll
gonna
tell
rub
you
her
later.
forehead, cause
What do you think was gonna be said?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But yeah, she's gonna rub her forehead to see if lipstick is there.
No, it's gone. She
It's
wiped
gone.
it off.
Cool. You really like cats, huh?
Yes, they are my favorite animal.
Ah,
I'm just scratching cat off of the available list of things to polymorph into.
Any cat variant.
Yes.
did I get a full night's rest list?
Yes, you did.
Cool. Got my sorcerer points back.
Yes.
See Yuki open her wardrobe and kind of just shuffle through clothing, see what to wear.
Oh, you change your clothes?
Um, yes, I do.
Huh. I just magically clean mine.
Oh, well, I don't have that spell to do that.
Oh. I just said it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. See, that means you actually like had to hand wash it.
Yes.
Huh. Sounds like a lot of work that I don't want to do.
You and me both, but I don't have the spell, so I have to do it.
I'm gonna go to where I threw the schematics, pick it up,
Alright.
and tuck it back in. Wouldn't it? Wait, no? Huh.
Well, anything you would like, or I mean, there's nothing in my room. You're
Uh,
still in here.
I should probably go back to the inn to grab my stuff.
Oh, you left it there?
Yeah, I only brought what was important on me,
Ah,
which
okay.
is really just the drawings and such.
Yes, because we will be leaving about right now when everyone is pretty much ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Goodbye. And she's gonna open the door and walk downstairs.
And
She's gonna
you hear the door open, or not Yuki, Nakai. You hear the door open,
Yuki's gonna call out to Iris. This is like, you are rather an adorable cat, and then go and change.
and you hear that, Nakai.
I'm just gonna yell up the stairs. There's coffee if you want it.
Right, thank you.
I'm gonna look at the Kai like, huh,
I hate you now.
did it, huh.
Did what?
You know, I really can't blame you.
Blame
I'm not
me.
really blame anybody on this, so goodbye.
Oh boy.
You can
Boy.
blame Yuki next time you do it because purple eye cat.
Purple-eyed cat.
Purple-eyed cat. That this time, both of them will know.
Yeah, but if you
Well,
turn into if you turn into a cat, Yuki's still gonna pet you and
I
show
was-
you affection, rather if she knows it's you or not.
That's
God.
fair.
I was gonna say next time it's just gonna be on purpose instead of an accident.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I'm
see that.
gonna go ahead and jog to the fucking inn for my shit.
All right.
But yep, here's the heavy workload.
So you get all your stuff, your tremendous
Metal.
amounts of stuff, and then you start heading back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yuki's done about the time you are, but you gotta walk back.
Walk
so
back.
Yuki, you get finished with everything, getting ready and all that.
Yes. Makeup, dressing, stuff like that.
Mhm.
She's gonna go downstairs and get herself a cup of coffee to wake her up.
And of course, Nakai's down there.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of leans back and is just like, I should have you come over when I need you to cook me food because last time I did that, I had to give Iris an apple.
I mean, I'm not the best, but I can give it a shot.
Ask
My-
ask that little gremlin that ran off with a robot some time ago.
the goblin you painted blue.
Yeah.
I mean, If you want me to give it a shot right now, I can.
Just probably some eggs before we go.
All right.
She's gonna drink the
Um,
coffee and it's just like, I missed your coffee so much. It's a lot better than mine.
Technically, it was out of your stuff, so
Still, you can fix a coffee better than Yuki.
Yep.
survival.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Where
22.
22. I thought it was
Yep,
a 3
you're
for a second, but it's 22. All
Yep.
right.
you're the chef.
Oh
You are the
boy.
chef. You
Oh
cook-
boy.
You cook food good.
Sometimes. And I can roll
Sometimes-
decent.
Sometimes. Yes. 22, that's yes. It's good. It's good breakfast.
See, this is why I need you here more often.
And
And she's
right about as you finish breakfast, Iris comes back.
I did make some extra too for Iris.
Okay.
I assumed
Yeah.
she was coming back, so.
Yeah. Iris comes back or gets back around that time. Right as you finish. And I'm assuming knocks on the door.
depends. Wouldn't I mean?
Iris.
I was muted.
Yes.
Oh. Yes, you are.
Yes. All you can probably hear is like.
He goes over to the door and opens it. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
And while she's like comes in, Yuki's gonna like pat. Wait, she's gonna look at the stuff and like confused a little bit, but like pet her on the head softly, just as like a teasing kind of thing.
She's gonna
Like,
when
pat.
when she feels the pat, she kind of like puts her neck down like
Uh-huh.
like oh no.
Like, no. So, Jason,
Mm-hmm.
when you have that box on you with all the metal in it and all that stuff, when you have that on you, you will have disadvantage on stealth, just as if you were wearing armor.
Heavy armor. Yeah.
Heavy armor, yes. Just making you aware.
Mm-hmm. Because
Because, yes, it is still metal plates and they're still clanging around quite a bit, so
Yeah.
mhm.
even with the wood and everything, so even in a box too, so yeah. Just so
you
you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Yuki gestures to like the kitchen and stuff. Nakai prepared you some eggs to eat before we leave.
Silence.
Just Yuki's just
Do you just stand there? Like, I'm assuming you walk into the kitchen. Iris.
She's gonna set down her stuff first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Alright.
probably hear a bunch of
Thump. Thump. Clatter. Clatter.
a lot of clacking and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like
I could
yeah, I'll
push
go
over a
into the
bunch of
kitchen.
books in here if you want to hear an actual sound of.
Oh, please don't.
I'm not gonna do that.
Because I know the mess that would be.
I could.
Best don't be a cat. Iris has learned her lesson, and Vale has not learned his.
Yep.
Well,
But I
third
have
time's the
some books
charm.
here. Yep.
Oh god.
I'm pushing the books.
Now the only one left to fall victim into becoming a cat is Shark.
Yes.
And Shark could be a cat.
Yes. If Shark has ever seen a cat, which yes, probably.
Yes, she has. She
Yes.
followed a cat to find Echo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Give it
Fishy
fish.
fish.
Fishy. I remember that now.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are eating breakfast and
Mm-hmm.
yep. All right.
Well, there is one thing I want to do.
Oh boy. All right.
Hey, Yuki,
Yes.
can I borrow that book for about an hour?
What book?
That one you took from me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You can have it right back.
But what book? I don't have a book, Nakai. I don't read like you do.
You took a book from me when I couldn't
remember
read,
that.
and you could.
I don't remember taking a book from you.
Uh-huh.
Yuki, roll deception, and Nakai roll insight.
Uh-huh. Oh,
35.
God.
Oh boy, I don't even know if he can roll that high.
I highly doubt it. No.
5.
You needed 20 more to do.
Well,
I.
she truly does not remember taking a book from you.
Well,
At least, Nakai, you believe that.
whether she remembers it or not, Nakai was the one that had the book in his hand, and then didn't.
Yes.
And Yuki was standing right in front of him.
Yes. Oh, boy,
Uh-huh.
expertise.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, Nakai, I don't know what book you're talking about. You okay?
I'm assuming it has something to do with the green gem, since you were
I
talking
don't-
about it earlier.
Again, Nakai, I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember talking to this with the ring about a nice green gem.
I mean, all I remember is that the hound has a green eye.
I'm talking yesterday. When the three of us
Okay.
were talking at the table.
Alright. Don't remember.
God. Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
I will get that book eventually.
You're really not gonna let this go, Nakai.
No, because it's a book, and you know me.
She takes out the book, and you see her hand start to burn a little bit. She's keeping it away from you, but not completely casting burning hands onto it. See, like, a small bit of smoke kind of pop up.
Well, you also see a nice bell starting to hover above your head.
Are you dead? Because I'm about to toll you, bitch.
Fine, take the book, and she kind of tosses it over to him.
All right.
It's still warm.
Okay, pat the book. Pat the book. Make sure there's no flames, no embers.
Isn't patting the flames kind of rises them up a
No,
bit?
no, that's blowing on them.
Yeah.
Not blowing, okay. Well, you're still creating some kind of wind, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're smothering it when you hit it. So
Yeah, well, Iris is eating, and I'm assuming Yuki is tormenting.
Okay, what Yuki's gonna do? I'm gonna say whenever you're like done casting the spell.
I'm taking out one of the blank ones that I got. You know what I'm talking about, right, Wes?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
And I'm squinting at Yuki because I have an idea what she's about to do.
Continue.
Iris is just
because
eating eggs.
I'm not.
Just staring at these two.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. First, I'm casting Sanctuary on myself.
All right.
No reaction.
No. It doesn't do anything.
Okay, Nakai just nods, picks up the book, and goes in the other room.
He follows you.
I
Okay.
shall follow them while eating a plate of eggs.
A bite of breakfast.
The only rooms in this house
Mm.
is the living room, the kitchen, and Yuki's room.
Yeah.
Alright. Am I at an outside
kitchen.
wall by chance?
Are you near an outside wall?
Yes.
Yes.
Misty, step outside the building.
Misty escape. No. Doesn't work like that.
Iris, hit me real quick. Now.
I'm gonna poke her with my fork.
No, you have to actually hit me and do damage.
I'm gonna throw my fork.
Roll to hit. What is it?
It's like an
Dexterity.
improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon dexterity. Yeah.
Oh shit, this is the wrong shot for this. 20.
Yeah, that
20.
hit.
That hits. Yes.
Yeah, improvised escapes through the wall.
Nikai, are you running after you do that?
I'm circling the building.
So you go. So you are leaving that exact area.
Yes, I'm going around the building.
Do I have to roll a perception check to see if I can see him and which way he
Sure.
went?
Sure. Yeah.
14.
14. Let's see here, Nikai. Do you want to be sneaky?
Disadvantaged boy.
Because disadvantage on stealth.
You should just give up.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I doubt I'm gonna beat that, but
14.
Even
14.
what does that mean?
Defender.
Wins.
I am defender.
You do not see Nikai.
I'm just looking through the windows. It's just, they're just fucking around, like eating.
Oh, she is very
Okay.
annoyed because what she was gonna do, because she can't do it now and Nikai's gonna do it anyways, is when he casts comprehend language, Yuki's just gonna go over his shoulder and read off everything to waste his spell slot.
When I'm around the other end of the building, I'm now gonna use comprehend languages.
Okay.
Yuki's annoyed.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna
And
go inside.
I'm going back in the house. I never stopped walking.
Well, Yuki was gonna go back in the house when she didn't see you. So
Yeah.
I guess we kind of link up.
Yep. Too
You
late.
come around the building from opposite ends, and you're like,
Hi.
Yuki glares at Nikai.
Just the
And you see her get an Eldritch Blast ready.
just the biggest smile on his face.
Yuki lets go of the Eldritch Blast to you.
Oh my.
oh boy.
35.
Well, 25.
Oh
is a
god,
good hit.
yes.
Yep. What
That's
is
a
it, 1d10?
Yeah. D10.
Yeah, we'll actually have to cast it at their highest, so 2 Eldritch Blasts instead of 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to roll for the other
22.
one if you want to make it. If you want to make the second one fail, you can. You can just aim it at the ground if you want.
No, I'm gonna send 2 of them at him.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Go
Not just hope you don't get in combat.
All right. All right.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Ding.
Oh God.
23.
Oh my
Haha.
god.
She just
Look at
she
that.
just crosses her arms and smirks at you. It's like, good try, and walks inside her home.
Yeah, you were expecting it, Yuki.
Yeah, no, I expect a retaliation of my brother.
I was just there looking at, like, eating while looking at you guys enter.
All right.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
So
Fighting bolt. that
cure
10?
wounds.
Oh, cure wounds. Oh, you got 10 back, so you only have 2. Thought he was gonna cast a guiding bolt on me as I walk in.
No. As you're walking in, you need to make a dex save.
Deck save.
Oh,
You're
God.
tripping her, aren't you?
No,
Oh, okay.
11.
that's a no.
Yeah, I expected. What is it?
I think we're about to see.
Oh.
2 damage.
2 damage. So you both took the
2.
same amount of damage.
Yep.
That's so funny. There has been so many common occurrence of me and Nakai getting like same numbers.
Yep.
Where's my health? Okay. There.
2 damage for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm just
And
leaning on the
that's-
outside of the house now, so I'm not giving you another target.
Wait, is Sacred Flame a fire? No,
Nope,
it's radiant.
Not
never mind.
radiant.
Radiant damage.
It's just the flame keeps on thinking it's fire
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
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 All right. So, Nakai, you're gonna do the thing that you told me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If I have to, I'll
see.
sit outside the door to do it.
Okay. So you you do that. Yuki, are you intruding? Is that even a question?
No, I am.
Yeah.
So I'm
Um.
guessing he's doing comprehend languages and reading the book.
Not
Um,
exactly.
Not
What are you
exactly.
doing?
1 second. I'm typing something to West really quick.
Oh God.
I should
Yep.
probably hit this one. Look at her
See
plate like, say,
here.
fuck. Go, like, wash your dish. Oh,
No.
wait, I don't need to do that. I snap my fingers and it's cleaned.
Oh boy.
I should probably clean myself as well. I'm gonna snap my fingers and now
What
I'm clean.
languages does Yuki know?
Infernal, Sylvan, Common, and I think that's it.
Okay.
Oh, and Elvish.
Okay. Oh, my volume got turned up. Whoops. Okay.
Whoops.
So, Nakai is reading the book,
Mhm.
and then he turns over to an empty page on a notebook, and he writes some stuff down. You can't understand it. Actually, yes, you can. Because of
Yes,
your
Eyes of
stupid-
the Ring.
Right, Eyes of the Runekeeper. It's an
Yep.
abyssal.
It's an
Yep.
abyssal. Oh.
It's an abyssal. I forgot about your Eyes of the Runekeeper. That's my bad.
Yep.
But yes. Writes what the same thing, but in abyssal, and looks over, reads some, writes it down in abyssal, continues that way.
I'm making a
So
copy.
what-
Down all the information in abyssal.
So
And-
what's funny? What's funny, West, is
Mhm.
I was gonna have Yuki also copy down the book. I was going to like tell you that like when she like goes home, but I completely forgot that she was gonna copy down the book and write. It's up to you if she already did or not. but I was just. I
Well,
find
It is
so-
not completely uncommon for someone to forget what they were going to do before they do it. So I'm going to say no. You have not copied it. But you
Okay.
do remember, right, that's something I wanted to do. 3 copies. You got another book there?
Well, as soon as I finish with that, I just toss the original book back to her.
What is the duration of Comprehend Languages?
It's an hour.
An hour? Okay.
I'm assuming that's enough time.
Um,
I mean, it was
you
a
get about
note.
half of it done.
It was a notebook, so was it
If
full?
you write down just the words,
Yeah,
you probably get. Yeah, you'd get it done.
yeah. I'm getting
hour.
the words, and if there's like something really, really, really important that needs to be drawn out, I'll do that
Drawn
later.
out.
I'll do that
Yeah.
after the spell ends.
You
but
can do that, yeah.
yeah,
But
but
translating, yes, just doing the translations, yes, you can do that.
yep. And then pass the book back. Okay, I don't need that anymore. You're good.
All right. Takes it. Puts it away. Kind of goes over to Iris. Are you ready?
I suppose. I think so.
All right. All right. She's gonna walk out,
Okay.
kind of push Nakai off the stairs into the snow. You know, I was going to do that as well. Copy a book down and copy this book down into a blank one. But I got distracted last night, as you can tell.
Yeah, I kind of noticed.
Yeah, so did Iris. Iris noticed pretty well.
Mhm.
another noted trauma to Iris.
Noted. Do not
Being
becomes
held for long periods of time.
becomes cat is held captive by Yuki. Noted.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are heading off.
Yep.
We shall head off. Yes.
All right. Then we're gonna end the session there.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.